Ladies, if you misbehave, you got to come to the timeout room and you're going to get paddled. My beautiful African queens, my butter almond and butter pecan, my caramel, my guave, my chocolate fudge, my African buttercream, my pina colada, my caramel, my cinnamon, my nutmeg queens. If you misbehave, you got to come and get 3 strokes. Oh, yes, with the RBG paddle.
Got one question. The Charles principle. Woo. Every time I turn around, there's another paint day going down. Another speech, another grand plan, another promise that began. Talking real big, talking real tall, got an answer for it all. Everybody looking to see how this story ends, wondering if the school ever opening. One day it's this, next day it's that. Everybody laughing in the Cookie Crush chat. Is this the man that claims to be the boss? Every conversation turns into a cookie-free call. Ooh, the mold keeps growing. Ooh, the grass need mowing. Ooh, FDMG keeps rolling on. The Charles principle. The Charles principle. The one who's paddling your mom. That Charles principle. Every week another big reveal. Every donation is money he steals. Oh, that Charles principle. Ooh, the one with the speech for every occasion. That Charles principle. Everybody singing while the groove rolls on, trying to figure out what's going on. Always an excuse for the school's delay, a different explanation every single day. A cell phone and a park is all he needs when he should be applying for jobs on Indeed. The chat starts coming, the memes start flying. He starts screaming and you know he's lying. Scrubbing toilets, painting mold. Every year this story's getting old. Losing donors day by day. All donations increase his pay. Ooh, the mold keeps growing. Ooh, the grass need mowing. Ooh, FDMG keeps rolling on. That Charles principle. The one who's paddling your mom. That Charles principle. Every week another big reveal. Every donation is money he steals. Oh, that Charles principle. Every occasion, that Charles principle. Everybody singing while the groove rolls on, trying to figure out what's going on. Now somebody asks one question and somehow gets a 30-minute lesson. Somebody tell me, is this your guy? 14 years and running with this lie. Cookie Crush chat, break it down. Is that him? Is that him? That's him. That's him. Is that another live stream? That's him. That's him. Is that another speech? That's him. That's him. Is that another explanation? That's him. Well, all right then, Charles principle. Charles principle. The one everybody knows by name. That Charles principle. He keeps rolling on, and somehow the lives still hold strong. That Charles principle. Ooh, the one who always steals the show. That Charles principle. A cuff to bedtime and a baseline smooth. Everybody laughing and feeling the groove. Ooh, that Charles principle. That Charles principle.
Michael said that Umar, that's his principle. I started laughing. I said, that's what in the world? Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. We're going to be continuing with our coverage of the Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed beef. today, and we may have to extend it tomorrow because I got this other video. I had to edit that one, and I thought it was 2, but it's like half of one and half the other. No, half of one that's cut in half, and I have to put those together and blah blah blah. But it's all good. Okay, thank you guys so much, everyone inside the Cook Credit Chat, for tuning on in. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Okay, I got PTO, so I'm gonna have me a little time. I'm working on things. So our plan today is we're going to get to Tariq Nasheed's first response to Umar. Okay, and if you guys haven't watched the other live streams we're covering, we did the SETI rant on Saturday, and then we started the SETI Umar Johnson SETI beef on Saturday, and then we finished that. But then we started the Umar Johnson Tariq Nasheed beef yesterday, and we're going to continue today. We probably won't be able to finish until tomorrow because again, there's another video that we got to get to. But we're going to get to the main video today that Tariq Nasheed did to respond to Umar. I've already talked about the backstory, but let's just be clear that Tariq Nasheed, this is his response to Umar. Umar had been taking shots for many years. And then Tariq said a few things, and I haven't been able to find the video. It may have been a post, but I remember from back in the day, and it wasn't anything over the top. But Umar took that as an opportunity to go at Tariq Nasheed. And the truth is that he had already been harboring jealousy and envy at Tariq Nasheed because of the success of Hidden Colors. And Umar wanted to continue to profit off of Tariq Nasheed's Hidden Colors. But Hidden Colors, that's Tariq Nasheed's intellectual property. Umar's greedy like that. He's always been greedy like that, especially when it comes to money. So he had been taking shots for many years. I gave some examples of that. And then at a certain point, Tariq Nasheed decided, hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and go back at him. And then the internet went wild. Anyone remember, if any of y'all was around back then, it went wild. Matter of fact, the year before this, and the video we're watching today is from December 30th of 2017. The year before this, that's when Umar had, it was in December of 2016, Umar had his notorious SETI rant that to this day stands alone as the worst video Umar Johnson has ever done. Okay, if you guys haven't seen it, we covered it. We covered it on Saturday. Okay, and I had to beep out all of the cursing because he was going crazy on that. All right, so that's the plan. Let's get right on into this. I want to thank everyone again for tuning on in. Thanks. A shout out to the mods. Joker became a new member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Michael says, be careful what you say, then you don't want Umar to go in. That's okay. All right, listen. I don't want anyone to misinterpret this. Okay. For some reason, Umar was talking about he was gonna go in people's mouth. The Tariq, I don't know what he was saying. I don't even want to repeat it. I thought about it after the show. I said, that sounds kind of weird. Yeah. I'm going to be careful what I say during this live stream, just in case. Thank you, Michael. That was crazy last night. I had to reply. I said, what did he say? Okay. Joker says, oh, I couldn't wait for you to get to this video. Your name is in my mouth. Tariq had time that day. Yeah, I looked for this. It's a classic roast. I looked for the video on Tariq Nasheed's YouTube. I couldn't find it. So I thought it was taken down, but someone said it's still up there. But I had a version of it from back in the day, and I just edited out all of the curse words. At least I hope I did. Okay, I always miss some. Okay, thank you, Joker. We're about to get into it. And then Highway 20 Skinny says Umar backed up Cheyenne, but not India. Yeah. But see, scammers, they back scammers. And I don't listen. I'm just gonna say it. Umar, he's a colorist. He is. He talks all that, black queens forever and all this other stuff, but he prefers lighter skinned women. He has issues with his own skin color. It's not like he's particularly dark skinned. It's a mental thing with this guy. So I think that factors into it too. See, he'll defend someone who is out here lying, scheming, and scamming, misrepresenting themselves, because that's what he does. That's what he does. Okay, and I don't mean to go there, but that's an issue with Umar. It's a long-standing issue with Umar, the colorism thing. And at a certain point, when we were calling him out, that's when he started talking more about how, we're all African and, light skin supremacy. We don't do that. In dark skin supremacy, we don't do that. No, in actuality, when it comes to women, Umar prefers the light-skinned women. Okay. And then in terms of his own skin color, he has all these hangups because I think it goes back to childhood. He feels as if he's really dark skinned. He's not particularly dark skinned. It's a mental health issue with the guy. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there. All right. So somebody, he's a hidden colorist. So I forgot that Umar was a dental hygienist and a dentist and a psychologist and a psychiatrist. The versatility of this man next to being the therapist is unmatched. Yeah. Absolutely. By the way, I found this picture today. It was on, I was looking for it. I couldn't find it a couple of days ago, but this is a picture of Tariq Nasheed and Umar Johnson. I don't know the context of this. It may have been a screening of the film or something to that effect. It may have been before they recorded or after they recorded one of the segments for Hidden Colors 1, 2, or 3. It's not Hidden Colors number 1. I know that. But I found this on Black Anonymous blog spot. So shout out to Black Anonymous. Okay. Yeah. It's interesting because, Tariq Nasheed, this is his intellectual property. He produced it, but Umar, his jealousy and his envy is out of control. And it's not just towards Tariq Nasheed. Any Black person who has success, any Black person who is receiving praise or adoration, any Black person who's trending or has gone viral, Umar tends to get jealous and envious, and he will attack them. We can put together a whole list. Matter of fact, just throw some names in there. I'll throw some. I'm just going to throw 2 in here. LeBron James. He even went at LeBron James's son, which is crazy. This was years ago. LeBron James's son, Bronny. And then I'll do one more. What about what is the comedian? Because the comedian went back at Umar and was like, "Yeah, well, I'll debate you at your school." He said, "I'll debate you at your school." Yeah, I can't remember his name right now. D.L. Hughley. Okay, but literally, we can put together a list and it would be extensive. I know I'm spelling his name wrong. I apologize. Yeah, he abhors Barack Obama to this day. Yeah, Oprah. Yeah. Shannon Sharp. He went at Viola Davis. What are you going at Viola Davis for? What did she do? That's crazy. I like her. She's a great actress. Great actress. I don't see what. Anyway, Umar, he'll find something. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Justice Thomas, Kevin Hart. I don't think he went at Corey. Not that I can remember. D.L. Hughes. Yeah, I said that. Kobe. Yeah, he went at Kobe. He went at Kobe Bryant's wife. He sure did. Jalen Rose. Yeah, he was going at Jalen Rose for a long time. Yeah, Dane Calloway. Yeah, shout out to Dane. Yeah, Kobe Bryant's right. I got that one. Take demigod. Yeah, that's horrible. I mean, why would anyone do like? What kind of man? Yep. Anyway, we can go on and on. Someone said Sean Penn. Now, let's get going. You tripping? Yeah, he went after LenonHonor. Sam Kinison. You don't stop. Okay, he's Shannon Short. All right. Okay, so let's get going here with the video here. We're going to pick back up where we left off yesterday. Soul Power says, I bet y'all $2,000 Umar about to get cussed out. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, amongst other things. And when I was editing this, because I had to listen to get all the curse words out, there were some things that Tariq said that were really, really spot on. And it's amazing because this goes back to 2017. And then here we are in 2026, almost 8 years later, and stuff that he was saying back then, it's like literally it's spot on. Okay. Thanks, Soul Power. And then Joker says also, in my opinion, the Kobe rant was worse than the SETI rant. Dude was unhinged that day. Yeah. I think it depends on how you look at it and what you're weighing over other things. So when I say that, I like a weighted scale. So for instance, Umar trying to be a thug being exceedingly vulgar with his language, an over aggressive. It's a stage show with this guy, but an over aggressive mannerisms and that type of stuff. I think the SETI rant is more devious or dubious, if you will. There's other things too, like in the SETI rant, you can see Umar's extreme emotional instability. It's just up and down with his emotions, rage, anger, and all this stuff. Now, I see your point though, because when I think about the Kobe rant, first of all, Umar, he smoked out, like big time smoked out. So that's dubious. Also, he's not making any sense whatsoever. It's almost like he's in psychosis. Yeah, he's ranting, he's raging, and he's talking about conspiracy theories. I think it's a deeper look into Umar in terms of mental health issues. The other one too, though. I mean, goodness, but because there's so much more in the Kobe Bryant rant. The other thing is that it's so unfounded. What he was saying, it made no sense. And then at a certain point, his phone gets blowed off, and he's talking about how the Mama Oya blew the phone off. Okay, that's way out there with this guy. So I think in that sense, if you weigh that, like especially the mental health and the delusion or psychosis, yeah, I think that would fit. Who keeps texting me? I just started the show. Let me see. Oh, my kids, they had ordered some stuff, and they're what do you want me to do? Okay, I'll do this. So I'll handle that once we get going with this video. But I do see your point. He's unhinged in both of those videos. But I think it's just the Umar's emotional volatility and his aggressiveness in the SETI rant was so far over the top. And then it's like a stage show. See, the thing is, when he does the Kobe rant, I don't think he was pretending. I think he was just out there, Whereas when with the I'm talking about the Kobe rant, but with the SETI rant, no, he knows what he's trying to say, but it's a big stage production. He's gangster, he got the beanie on, he's all this stuff. And then another reason you can tell it's a stage show is when the phone rings and he's talking like he's talking to his goons. Okay, that's crazy, right? But you do have a point there. Okay, you definitely have a point there. For sure, I put the SETI rant at the top, but I would put the Kobe Bryant rant in the top 3. Okay? Then you got the Zora rant, you got the Pajama Mama. There's all these other ones we can get to. Okay, thank you, Joker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for the super chat. Okay, let's get going here, everybody. Thank you guys again for tuning on. Our goal for today for likes is 500. Let's go for 500. We already got about 528 people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you enjoy the show. And if you enjoy the show at any point, go on and hit it. I really appreciate it because it helps to get these videos into the algorithm. Umar's not in the algorithm right now. This happened back in January because I like to look at the statistics, and I like to check out what is they call that? The analytics. And this happened in January. So if you guys hit that like button, it'll help. Okay. All right. Let's get going. So this video is from December 30th, 2017. All right. Here we go.
All right, because I'm recording this now, but I got to address this fat Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, he just did a live video. Now, let me start over. For those who don't know, Umoist, the moist, walrus-looking, put up a post today just disrespecting me, talking about he going to address me and Boyce Watkins tonight. And a lot of people are like, yeah, this is not a good look for the family. But look, I don't let this. Yeah, I just saw the live stream on Instagram. He's making threats about what he's going to do physically.
The chat room going crazy already. Requested Dragon Slaying Cookie Rant. Yeah, I have the video, but we won't have time to get into it today. But we're going to get into it this week, I promise. Okay, we'll get into it this week because I got time. Thanks for the yeah, I know it already. Yeah, and he did, Bridget. He really did. I can't condone some of the stuff that Tariq says. Okay, but Umar had it coming for a long time. I'll just say that. Here we go.
People got his name in his. If we got his name in our mouth talking about me and Boyce Watkins. Look, Umoist, your name is in my mouth. If you put, this doing all that sniffing and blinking, if you put my name in.
Wait a minute. Did we do that video? Where Umar, hold on one second. We may have skipped a video. Yesterday, did we do the video where Umar was talking about no, we did, because he said he gonna go he gonna go in their mouth. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did. We covered that one yesterday. I said, oh my goodness, either they go. Anyway, yeah, let's keep going. Now, I thought we might have missed it, but no, here we go.
In your mouth, it's gonna get physical. Umar Johnson, your name is in my mouth. I'm saying your name is in my mouth. You should say, I'm gonna get physical. Hello, imaginary goons?
Yeah, he did do that.
Look. Dude. Umar Johnson, big fat con. Oh, look, let me apologize. Jermaine Shoemake, or whatever the your name is. Yeah, he's gonna call the Phantom Goons. He's gonna call the Phantom Goons. This fat boy been taking shots at me for a long time. As you have noticed this, Umar has taken shots at me for a long time. I've done nothing but help this. I helped this by putting him in my movie. Do you know this just did a live stream talking about I owe him a favor because of him he made Hidden Colors pop off. This on live stream talking about, Tariq should have had my back. Sniffing and blinking. Tariq should have had my back because I did him a favor with Hidden Colors. I made Hidden Colors pop off.
Yeah, Umar was talking like that. I mean, this guy, Umar, he can't give anybody credit. He has to pretend as if he's the most important person on the planet. And then he wants to pretend as if the Hidden Colors series is his own, like he owns it.
My dude.
Yeah. The vid is an epic roast from Tariq. Yeah, it is. When he says, "I'm gonna smack your." Yeah, I had to beep that part out though, but we're gonna get to that one in a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, Black Wolf, but Tariq actually posted that, because I saw this. He had posted that I think it was on his Twitter before he actually said it in the video. Because that's the other thing I just want to mention. There was back and forth going on social media. Like, I don't know if it was Umar's Twitter or his Facebook page. I don't even think he uses Twitter anymore. But Tariq on his Twitter and Umar, they were going back and forth, right? So I don't have that. Unfortunately, I don't have screenshots of that. But he did. He said this. He actually put this on his social media before he actually said it in the video. Okay, thanks. But we'll get to that though. Thanks, Black Wolf. Miss Honey says the word Umar. Yeah, but he says it a lot though, and there's other people that they pick it up and they say it too. Yeah, Umar had certain names for Tariq. He called him Tariq Nasheed. And in the other video we're gonna watch, Umar, he was talking real crazy. We're gonna get to that one. I don't know if we have time to get to that one today, but we'll get to it tomorrow for sure. Thanks, Miss Honey. Let's keep going.
I've been so neutral with this stand. Fat, you ain't gonna do. Your name is in my mouth. I'm gonna keep saying it, and you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. This has been talking slick about me for years, and I've let it slide.
And this is true. I provided receipts on that yesterday. Okay, and I know people would say, well, you're partial. No, I'm impartial. I don't know enough about Tariq Nasheed. I just all I know is based upon his interactions with Umar and my research with Umar, I am being impartial here. So when, for instance, yesterday when Umar had a specific critique, it was like really his only critique of Tariq. I was like, yeah, I agree with that. All right. So just like Tariq is calling Umar names, Umar was calling Tariq names too. Okay. So I'm fair. Here we go.
Let it slide. He's a boy, man. Umar's a boy. I stayed. People, man, y'all don't start that. Man, y'all can't be doing this, man. How much longer I gotta let this fake con fraudulent just take shots at me, man. Enough is enough. I'm defending this. He just did a video. Well, you talking about you neutral. You didn't have my back. You said charge it to the game. If Umar stole something.
Yeah, that's what he said. And I can't remember if that was a video or if it was a meme. I can't remember in the chat room. He did say something to that effect because there people were asking about how the school wasn't open, and Tariq said, well, just charge it to the game. Right. But Umar took that as an opportunity to go nuclear. And Umar had been taking shots for a long time. There's people that's done that with me, too. I just don't respond, with only one exception from back in the day. And rest in peace to that person. But outside of that, I don't go back and forth. It's just not necessary. I could, and I can go in, too, and it'd be hilarious. But I've remained disciplined in those regards because it's not about the side quest. It's about the main event. The main event is Umar. Right. And then in my opinion, I have to respect my audience, too, because all that external drama and all that other stuff, you can't build a YouTube page on that. And at first, they will engage it. But after a certain point, if it just keeps going and going and going, people are tuned out. That's just how social media works. And there are people that's what they want. They want to continue. Umar, he's like that. He wants continuous drama, always going at people, trying to, get attention and blah, blah, blah. And then they expect other people to respond. And sometimes people do. I don't participate in that. I just don't. Okay, let's keep going.
I didn't say all that. What the f are you talking about? This dude, Umar, man, he has been taking shots at me for the longest. I put him in my movie. He takes a shot at me. I defend this.
Okay, so Soup is saying it was a video based on the conscious stripper exposure where Umar mentioned that it cost him $1 million. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. I remember that now. It was a video. Yeah, it was a conscious stripper because Umar felt betrayed, I guess. He's so sassy. He felt betrayed because at a certain point, he expected everyone to defend him when that conscious stripper thing went down. And not everyone defended him. Just like remember we were talking about how when Umar had the hearing, he expected thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people to show up to defend. And then Umar takes it personally. He harbored that for over a year. Then he goes off about something else, and then he gets to the net. He starts going off about that because he felt like people didn't support him. Enough people didn't support him. Well, the same thing with this type. But see, the common denominator is Umar. If Umar's out here, he's the one he's messing with strippers. He's the one who's scamming with the school scam. He's the one going in on his baby mamas. His baby mamas ain't saying nothing. He's the one going in on his daughter last year. And the list goes on and on and on. He expects people to defend him. And when they don't, he takes it personal. And then if they say any little thing, he goes nuclear. That's what he does. Okay. Yeah, I remember that now. Thank you, Soup. Daxter says this was an epic roast. I remember this from 2017. Yeah, it was at the end. It was the end of the year. It was the December 30th of 2017. That's what I have here. But I do know he came back on the 31st and did another one. Okay, that's the one I was editing today. we'll get into that one either tomorrow or tomorrow or Wednesday. Daxter, thanks, Daxter. Miss Conch, what's up, man? Says say hello to my friend Aaron for me, Lenon. Who's Aaron? Aaron? Iran? I don't know who that is. Is that a typo? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Anyone know what that is? Thanks, Miss Conch. That was an expensive stripper. I don't know. Okay, I have no idea. Okay. Thank you for the super chats, everybody. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Against the stripper, when that popped off, I defended him. He came out on me, put up some tweets talking about when I went on my code of conduct tour. He's like, "Yeah, code of conduct, just keep my name out your mouth."
Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, yep.
Then he deleted the tweet. He'd been doing little shit like that for a minute, man. I let it slide because I'm like, if I go in on this, that's going to look bad for the movement, what we trying to do. You know, I don't want it to be all crazy, but he's going beyond subliminals. Umar has gone beyond subliminals. He's been taking shots at me for years. I've let them slide. Family, I would like for you to find any public comment that I made dissing Umar. Hold on, somebody said this is Umar sneak dissing me last year. I mean, people send them shits all the time. Hold on.
Yeah, I remember this one too.
if I wasn't the most requested scholar in the world, if I wasn't the most popular voice on the circuit, they wouldn't care where I got my doctorate from. It would be irrelevant. It only matters because they wish that they were in my spot. So I'll tell them, like I tell you, if you want the top spot, come and get it. Okay?
And then that's a narcotic. I'm in the top spot. I'm the best. This sitting in struggle hotels talking about how great he is.
Yeah. And two things here. Number one, Tariq knew back then that Umar was on that stuff. He knew. This is 2017. Umar started with that sniffing stuff back in 2012. It could be 2011, based upon my research, because there's that one video. I have it in the document. It could be 2011. But it coincides with Hidden Colors because Umar, he blows up. He starts blowing up after Hidden Colors 1 and 2. He started making a little bit more money on the speaking circuit. He gets a little bit of celebrity, at least, from the Hidden Colors. Tariq put him on. That's true. And so Tariq explains this in this video how it all went to his head, and he wasn't prepared for that. So he began to indulge. More money comes in. He's dealing with more women coming through, and sometimes males that get caught up into that substance stuff even deeper when they be messing with certain types of women. Hit the one. Certain types of women. It's part of that whole lifestyle, the partying and all of this. And I'll say partying, I'm not talking about club partying. I'm talking about where alcohol, substance, and all that kind of stuff. And then what you see over the years and over the next decade is Umar, it gets worse and worse and worse till he becomes a pookie and he's smoked out. See, I'm telling you, a lot of that starts, I've done the research, a lot of that starts after the Hidden Colors because that's when Umar starts to get a little bit of more fame. And then by 2014, and really prior to that, but by 2014, he starts getting donations, specifically for the St. Paul's College, and that flows in big time. So if you look at the timeline, it makes perfect sense. Tariq put him on, and it went to Umar's head, and he wasn't ready for that. And then the women start noticing him more, and money start coming in from speaking engagements, blah, blah, blah. And it all went to his head, and a lot of it went up his nose. See, Tariq knows.
Dad, I'm the best. I'm the top scholar. I'm the most requested. I'm in the Motel 6, and I'm the top. I'm on the.
Okay, you said Aaron, like as in Aaron. Who's Aaron? Now say, oh, maybe there's someone in here named Aaron. Okay, so whoever's Aaron in here, hello. I thought you were saying like someone that I know named Aaron that you wanted me to say hi because you know him too. Is there somebody in here named Aaron? You know what I think? It's probably one of these women in here that look good because there's a gang of them up in it. I don't mean to be talking like that because I'm married, but I know. I just can't say it. I'm saying that's what you. Now I got to clean it up. I'm saying that's what you were thinking. So you want me to say that to whoever this is? Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's what you was. All right. Okay, well, hello to Aaron. All right. I had to clean that up. East B says, thank you for your work. And you're so welcome. Thank you so much, East B. You said it. You said this Umar Johnson saga, it's a journey. I'm gonna quote you. I'd probably put it in a documentary. It's true. You've been around a long time. And I appreciate it when people express gratitude, because it's about appreciation and gratitude. That's why even for people to tune in, I'm always grateful, and I'm always thankful that people tune in. I appreciate all the support too. So you are so welcome. But it's been part of this whole journey, and it's not just me. I mean, there's an analysis that we all have done together. We figuring things out together, going on to the way back in the day. Some of you guys were around back then, right? So thank you. I appreciate it, ESP. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go.
I'm on the top. Corn, you sound like a idiot, dude.
Somebody said it's a dusty journey. Okay, all right, okay. All right. Here we go.
And you've been sounding like a motherfucking idiot. That's why people back up off your ass. I ain't diss you. I'm like, I ain't co-signing this. So I just stay out of your bull. I let you self-destruct.
Yeah, Umar has self-destructed, that's for sure.
Talking that stupid shit that you've been talking for years.
What's up, Larry? Yeah, have y'all hit the like button?
But this,
we had like 200 already.
This has been taking little shots. I remember he did one lecture. I think it was down in Miami. He was like, yeah, I know Tariq is going to give some money to the Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass School. As much money I done made him.
Yep. I played that one yesterday. See, Umar was taking shots a long time ago.
And then he just got on the live Ustream talking about he done made Hidden Colors hot. That's that. Sabir Bey was talking that. Them from North Philly. Is that like a North Philly thing? And I love Philly. I got a lot of love for Philly. And Philly.
Yeah, shout out to Philly. A lot of people that watch my channel, they from Pennsylvania and New York. Yeah, no, it's true. I just can't say it because I'm married, you know, and I got to keep my, you know, I got to keep my decorum. But it's true. I've been noticing that for many, many years. many months. Many months. Mitch Conference says, no, bro, she's my friend. Oh, okay, my bad. We sitting here watching. Okay, all right. My bad. Okay. I done exposed myself now. I try to put it on you. Okay. See, I got caught, y'all. I got caught. Okay, so Mr. Controversy, that's his friend. They sitting watching and laughing. Okay, how's it going, Aaron? I hope you're doing all right. Okay. Thank you for watching with Mr. Controversy. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you for let's move on. 225 needs his own section in the doc. Cookie Quartet agrees. Yeah, it'll be the freak off section. No, let me not say that. Okay. Thank you. Let's get going because we got a lot to get to. Here we go.
Ran that about it. I heard in Philly on the streets don't with that. In the street. Now, I donated money to this non-existent school. I donated some money to the school. I've been.
Uh-oh, here we go. There's the Cookie Crush Chat love connection. The men of the Cookie Crush Chat are the best on YouTube. There's all the men hit the one. I'm gonna hit it myself. I accidentally hit it 4 times on accident. I don't know why it happened. All right. Thank you, lady, for the kind words. Black Wolf says Cookie Crush Chat has all the super queens. Yeah, the super queens. I had a song for that. Are you a super queen? Yeah. And you know what I mean. Are you a super queen? Yeah, I never wrote that song. Super queen. No, super queen. Super queen. Super queen. I can't say it high. Super queen. You got to repeat that other part of it. One more time. Yeah, I never wrote it. I just remember that. All right. Thanks, Black Wolf. I just was singing it into too high of a key. Okay, thank you, Black Wolf. Sly Dude says, good to see you again, Lynn Dog. That's what they used to call me back in the day. Now that the Umar Johnson circus is winding down, can we get a deep dive expose on people be calling her Liane Bryant? I did a couple of videos on her for members already. I need to be doing some more. I just haven't had the time. This week I will because I got some PTO. So I think we did 2 already, and then I've downloaded a whole bunch of her videos. I just got to go through the ones that are worth talking about, and then they'll be for members, and then maybe later on down the line I'll release them for everybody. Thank you, Sly Deuce, for being a member for 4 months. Okay, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of people that have said this from Philly that they don't mess with Umar. I think that and I've said this before, that the people in Philly, they've known about Umar a lot longer than I have, and most people who aren't from Philly. So at this point, there's a lot of people, and they're going, not even just this point, but going back a decade ago, they recognized that Umar was a scammer back then. Okay, thanks, Sliders. U225 says, any cookers at Queens into Asian food, holla at 225. All right, here we go. Here we go. And then Michael says, Super Queens forever, Mama Closet, never. I agree. I totally agree. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Super Chat. Joker 123 says, meanwhile, the U.S. soccer team looking like Umar, real fraudulent. Down 1-3 to Belgium. Yeah, they probably gonna lose. Because I went on the ESPN before I started the show or earlier, and they were down by 1, and then they scored a goal, and then I think that's how it went. Then Belgium scored another one, and then it looks like Belgium scored a third one. Okay. I don't follow FIFA. Only thing I watch is basketball, and I don't even really watch. I like looking at stats, but then baseball, I look at stats sometimes too. But that's pretty much it. Is basketball. Back in the day, I used to watch baseball as a child a lot because my mama used to listen to it on the radio, and then she would write out the box scores. And then I got into football because they had San Diego Chargers back then, and of course San Diego Padres. And then I got into the Lakers in the 80s because that was the only team in Southern California. And I've been a Laker fan ever since. That's the only thing I watch these days is Laker games when I can. Then the NBA playoffs when they take place. Okay, thanks, Joker 12341. Okay, thanks for all of the super chats, everybody, and thanks for the likes. We're at 234. Our goal is 500. Let's keep going. Good chat. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Trying to help this motherfucker for years, and he didn't act like he did us a favor. He's acting like he did me a favor. I made your movie hot. I made the Hidden Color series hot. Umar, you've been in a whole bunch of documentaries. None of them have popped off. Are you listening, fat? None of them have popped off except mine. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's been in quite a few, and he's right about that. Marco says, for you and Cooker Chat, do you consider Umar to be criminal? I do. I said this a long time ago, and people got so mad at me. This was the early years. I said that Umar is criminal-minded. He is. He's criminal-minded. Just like Jay Morris and Zaza Ali. Again, I think Zaza Ali is more in the spirituality and metaphysics now, but just criminal-minded. They're always trying to find ways to get over on people, to get money out of people. You know, and that's how Umar is. He's criminal-minded, and he'll break laws in order to do that. As an example, he'll set up a nonprofit with the IRS in 2015, and he doesn't report all the money that he raised from 2015, 16, and 17, but he's living off of that money. He's using that money for himself. That's another reason why he self-destructs too, by the way. The money starts pouring in. He wasn't ready for that, right? And then that's coming off the cuff of Hidden Colors. It could be argued that Umar wouldn't have gotten that amount of money if it wasn't for Hidden Colors in the first place. Think about that. So he gets a nonprofit status. He doesn't report. He's using the money for himself. And then he sets up and he keeps raising money. And then in 2020, he gets it again. He gets nonprofit status again, but it's not retroactive for 2019 or 20 or for any of the other years. And then he finally starts reporting to the IRS how much money he raised. The first year, he didn't. 2020, he said that he didn't receive any money. That's what he said to the IRS, which is a lie. Umar, he's lying to the IRS too. Okay, the point is that most of the money he spent on himself, that's criminal-minded, and he knows what he's doing. See, if he tells people that he raised, that he hasn't raised $1 million, and he said that in 2024, but he said that he was at $1 million in 2016, he's a criminal because he's lying. He's it's all about the money. He's criminal-minded in those regards. Because when he tells people that I've spent all this, when he says the purchase price for the Trap Bandos was around $700,000, he's criminal-minded because he's lying to the people about the money because he wants that means that there's about $300,000 that is really unaccounted for, and that's money that Umar spent on himself. That's criminal-minded. He's criminal. Can I play you guys something? Because I added to it today. Let me play something for you guys right quick. See, when Umar is telling people that he's a school psychologist in 2026, 2025, 2024, 2023, when he's not, that's criminal. When Umar was telling people that he was a doctor in 2011, when he didn't get his doctorate until 2012, that's criminal. He's criminal-minded. Okay, let me play something for you guys. And I remember when I said that years ago, there were people who they were so mad, but I was like, yeah, whatever. You can be mad if you want to, but the truth is the truth. Let me play this for you guys right quick. It's 4 minutes. In fact, Marco, let's put this up as a poll. Let's put it up as a poll. Let's do that. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, I accidentally put one up and there's nothing on there. Let me close out. I apologize. All right, let me set up another one. Okay. Is Umar Johnson a criminal? Okay, get your vote in. My vote is yes. And I said that a long time ago. All right, here we go. I'll play this while we get the poll popping. Go on and vote on that. And if you're enjoying the show, hit that like button. Our goal is 500. We're at 255. We got about 814 people already. Okay, here we go. Just a breakdown from 2014.
A lot of people were kind of saying this is never going to happen. He's stealing the money.
A couple of weeks ago, my lawyers presented St. Paul's Realty Company with the lease to own option. So far, we raised.
No, see, he's lying right there. You can't present to an auction a lease to own because that wasn't the arrangement. The arrangement is you put in a starting bid of 2.5 million just to start. Black Anonymous knows this too. Black Anonymous broke all this down years ago. So he's lying right here. He's trying to make it seem as if they was going to go into some sort of special arrangement with the company that was in charge of the auction, but it's an auction. It's not like you can lease to own or any of that stuff. Umar, he lies so much.
Realty Company with the lease to own option. So far, we raised about $230,000. So far, we raised about $230,000. So far, we raised about $230,000.
Okay, $230,000. This is from December 7th of 2014.
Make a donation to GoFundMe.com. Please make that donation. Make that donation, brothers and sisters. Get us that school. $500,000 in a year. I'm thankful. I'm humbled. I'm proud that y'all gave me that. $500,000 in a year. I'm thankful. I'm humbled. I'm proud that y'all gave me that.
Okay, so now we got $500,000 by December 28th of 2015. And that's actually a year and a half from the time he starts raising money for the St. Paul's College. He got $500,000 in a year and a half. And he stated that too on the Breakfast Club too, by the way, that he was at $5. That's a lot of money in a very short period of time. He wasn't ready for that.
And some of my contemporaries are jealous of the fact that y'all helped me raise $700,000 so far.
Okay, so now $700,000, May 16th of 2016. And he always talking about how people are jealous of him. I can't remember what that was called. Someone had broke that down in the chat room, because there is a psychological condition where people think it's part of narcissism too, but where people believe that everyone's jealous of them. But the truth is that Umar is a very jealous and envious person. Okay, he's always been that way, but he tries to pretend as if everyone else is jealous of him. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go.
So let me tell you what I plan on doing. When we cross the $1 million mark, probably around the end of the summer. When we cross the $1 million mark, probably around the end of the summer.
Okay, so by the end of the summer, he's saying that they should be around $1 million, which is consistent with what he said in October of 2016, because he stated that that he had already had $1 million. He said, we got $1 million, we need another $1 million. Right, so this is September 22nd of 2016. The numbers are going up, which makes sense. Let's keep going.
So you guys know I've been raising money for this initiative for about 2 years. We've raised over $700,000 in that amount of time.
Okay, and he's saying 2 years, but in actuality, he starts in, he says May. I also heard him say April. But let's go with May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, so that's 6 months. It's actually 2 years and 6 months at this point.
We'll probably be crossing a million, by New Year's. Probably be crossing a million, by New Year's.
Okay, and that's consistent with what he said in 2016, October of 2016, when he said that we need another $1 million. We already got 1 million. We need another $1 million. There was someone who was like, that's not what he said. I don't want to hear that shit. You guys cut it out. People will make all types of excuses for Umar. Listen, if the guy makes, if he raises $500,000 in a year and a half, why wouldn't y'all think that somehow he wouldn't be around $1 million by 2017, which would be about 1, 2, 3, 4 years later, almost 4 years later. See, people be making excuses for this guy. And I can pull the video up where he says that he was at a million. He needed another million. Well, if you need another million, that means you already had one. So that's 3 instances where Umar is talking about he's going to be at a million. He's at a million. He needs another million, etc. Here we go.
So how much money was raised? What the people gave? All kinds of people gave. How much was raised, and what's the status of that?
$700,000.
How much was raised, and what's the status of that?
$700,000. So now what we're doing with the money we've raised, which is approximately $700,000
As of today.
As of today.
Okay.
Okay. So now look what happens. And there's different ways you can look at this. Let's go to if you look on there, you can look at 2016. In May of 2016, he's at a 700,000. In October 12th of 2017, in May 16th of 2016, he's at $700,000. October 12th of 2017, a year and 3 months later, he's still at 700,000. He's criminal. And we can also look at it. How does he go from a million September 22nd of 2016 by the end of the summer to 700,000 October 12th of 2017? A year and a month later, and he's down $300,000. How does that happen? He's criminal. Let's keep going.
Which is to say, I could put the school in Little Rock, Arkansas, or Phoenix, Arizona, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as much as I would put it in Detroit or Atlanta, because it's about what do we get for the money that we have?
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm looking at, facilities over locations. So it's not about loyalty to one city. It's about loyalty to the best possible opportunity we can give our children with the $700,000 that the people have given.
So he's saying 700,000 July 25th of 2018. Yeah, dollars. Yeah. You guys see this? How is it possible that in May 16th of 2016, Umar's at 700,000, and then July 25th of 2018, he's at 700,000? So what Umar is saying is that 2 years and 2 months, from May 16th of 2016, he's at 700,000. For 2 years and 2 months, he keeps collecting donations, but after 2 years and 2 months, he's still at $700,000. Mind you, he said he was at a million too. At a million at a certain point. He said that twice. He actually said it 3 times based upon my research. You see a pattern here? He's criminal. Let's keep going.
I finally walk into the school, get to see it. I say, this is definitely the place we want to be because it's only 40 minutes from Philly. Delaware is our backyard. It's like Oshawa to Toronto, right?
Okay.
But they wanted $2 million, the same price as St. Paul's. I said, here we go with another $2 million. I stayed at them. 18 months later, I called them up. I say, listen, nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got $400K.
Wow.
And he said, okay.
Wow.
I said, really? He said, bring us the money. I brought him the money. The school was ours on February the 7th of 2019. Nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got $400K.
He got $400K. You see that? There was someone who was trying to argue with me. I tell you, people, and they were trying to sound intelligent. You can try to sound as intelligent as you want to. Okay, I'm not fazed by that. Okay, I'm not the brightest bulb in the light socket. But you can try to write with fancy. I don't give a shit. The research is the research. We're like, well, that's not what he was saying. He wasn't saying that he only had 400,000. He's saying that that's all he wanted to put to. No, that's not okay. Now that's not what he's saying. Let me play this again because people be trying to make excuses for this guy, and it's ridiculous. Watch this.
Nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got $400K.
We got $400K. What else do you guys need to hear him say? But that's not it, because I'm going to show you guys something else he says in the next video that further proves my point, and then also proves that this goofy that was trying to sound intelligent didn't know what they were talking about because they ain't done the research. They're just trying to figure out a way to defend Umar. You can try, but it's not going to stand to reason, and it's not going to stand to my research. It's not. Now watch this. Watch what Umar Johnson says next. So real quick, In 2019, Umar is saying that he had $400,000. And that's the purchase price for the trap bandos. Umar stated that the purchase price was more than that in the past. That was on the Lord Jamar show. He also said that it was around $700,000 during a live stream he was doing when he was sitting inside a rental car. No, the purchase price wasn't $700,000. The purchase price was $400,000. So he's even lied about what the purchase price is. But here he finally admits $400,000 and he tells the truth. It was $400,000. But why would Umar only have $400,000 left February 11th of 2019 when he was at $500,000 December 28, 2015, when he was at $700,000 May 16th of 2016, when he was at $1 million the summer of 2016, when he's at $1 million January 1st of 2017? How is it possible? And then it goes down. How is Umar only at $400,000 February 11, 2019, when October 12th of 2017, he said at $700,000. And July 25th of 2018, he's at $700,000. See, he's a scam artist. He's criminal. Make sure you vote on the poll. And then here's the most recent thing that I added, because this is from a couple of weeks ago. Here we go.
I bugged him for a year and a half. Bugged him. And then finally in February of 2019, they said, give us what you got. You can have the school.
Give us what you got is crazy.
Which is the $500,000. You feel me? That's what we paid for it.
$500,000 now. And what did Umar say specifically? Listen.
The $500,000. You feel me? That's what we paid for it. February of 2019, they said, give us what you got. You can have the school.
He said, give us what you got. In other words, whatever you have, give us that. And what did Umar say? He said $500,000. That's $500,000. He's lying about that too, because the purchase price was $400,000. But he's admitting that all he had left, and this time is $500,000. But before it was $400,000. I told you guys, people can try to defend Umar and play semantics and try to write me intelligent messages. I'm not fazed by that. It's not going to stand to the research. When I say some shit, the shit is real. Now, when other people say shit, okay, that's different. Have I screwed up on that in the past? Yes, I have. I admit that. I own up to it. Okay, I'll hold myself accountable. But when I say shit, based upon my research, that's the shit. So Umar has already stated that he was at $1 million. He stated it 3 times. Furthermore, when he purchased these trap bandos for $400,000, he doesn't tell people how much he purchased those bandos for in the beginning. But because we've exposed that many times over, he finally started to say, "Oh, well, it was a little more than $400,000 on Lord Jamar's show." And then he says it was $400,000 because that's all he had left. And then he says they told me to give him what I have, and he says it's $500,000. So however you want to look at this, there's a gang of money missing. That's the point I want to make, and he's a criminal. By the way, these figures, I guarantee you, although I can't prove it right now, I'll posit, if you will, that the amount of money that Umar has raised it far exceeds the amount that he's reporting to the IRS and what he has stated to the public. This guy has to be around $3 million by now. But in 2024, he's telling people that he ain't even raised $1 million. And yet, if you look at what he's been, if you do the research and you look at what Umar has stated historically, he was at $1 million back in 2016. Anyway, let's keep going.
Give us what you got is crazy.
Which is the $500,000. You feel me? That's what we paid for it.
See? And that's not what he paid for it. He's lying there too. So let's go over this one more time. December 7th of 2014, $230,000. December 28th, 2015, $500,000. May 16th of 2016, $700,000. September 22nd, 2016, $1 million. January 1st of 2017, $1 million. We can also put in here October of 2016, he's at $1 million too. I just didn't put that video in here. And then October 12th of 2007, January 1st of 2017, $1 million. October 12th of 2017, 700,000. It goes down. July 25th of 2018, 700,000. It stays consistent, but it's still down from what it was in 2016 and 17. It's the same as what it was in 2016. February 11th, 2019, 400,000. What's going on here? And then February 11th of 2019, 500,000. He was at 500,000 back in December of 2015. He's a scam artist. He's a con man, and he's criminal. I rest my case. Okay, here's graphical representation of what I show here. And again, this is all based upon my research. I've done extensive research into this guy. So if you look at this, on the x-axis, it's years. And then on the y-axis, I hope that's right. I might have got it because I messed it up last time. On the y-axis, you have the money. If you look at the blue, you see it, and then to go to green, it goes up, and then to red, it goes up. That's by, it starts at December 7th of 2014. And then by May 16th of 2016 on the red. And then you go, it goes up to $1 million for 2 years. And then it goes down. And then it stays the same. And then it goes down, and then it goes up. Okay, that's not going to happen unless you're scamming, unless you're a criminal, because the scam is not FDMG. I know I call it the FDMG school scam. Okay, I coined that way back in the day. I call it that, but the scam is actually the money that Umar has received under false pretense that he's gonna open up a school for black boys while he living in mama closet. I just have to say that. I got to say that at least one live stream. Okay, so here's another representation of it right here. I think this is called a line graph, I believe. Okay, and this is, I can't remember what this one is called. Okay, someone let me know inside the chat room. Okay, he's a con man. Okay, so I rest my case on this. I wanted to show this because I added something new to it, and in the future, maybe I'll add some more. I can add the video where he said he was at $1 million, that he needed another $1 million. Where he's looking all smoked out, and he's all manic, walking around in front of an abandoned school, talking about we need another $1 million. Baltimore, we need another $1 million. Baltimore, we're gonna do this. Remember? Shout out to Baltimore. Okay, the poll question is: Umar Johnson a criminal? 94% said yes, 6% said no. All right, okay, let's get going here. Let me get caught up in this chat for the super chat. User 225 says, any Cookie Crush chat queens want to make Umar Johnson mad as holla at 225. Yeah. Thanks, you 225. What's up, Lewis X says, I wonder what would happen if you ran into Umar on the street. He'd probably give you the screw face. His phone would ring while he keeps an eye on you, answer it and say, nah, I got this. I would stare him down. That's what I would do. I wouldn't even say anything. I wouldn't. And see, Umar, he's a marshmallow. See, Umar would either act as if he didn't see me, or he'll lower his head. That's what he would do. And I'm not in them street. Don't get it twisted. I'm 50. I'm not with all that. I'm just saying I know how it will go down. He's sissified. I hate this. I apologize. I shouldn't say that about it, but it is true. It's true. But that's what would happen. Okay? And then if he acknowledged, I said, what's up, Umar? Where the money at? He probably started laughing at that. I was, where the money at? boy, that would be crazy if that would go viral. So you still living in your mama closet? When you moving out your mama closet? Okay, I don't need to do that. Okay, thanks for the luck. And then where we at? U225 says Umar Johnson is a thief. Yet Pookie stole his book. Oh, you're saying okay? Don't do that. Oh goodness, what in the world you be coming up with? That's not. Marco says 3 titles for Umar: Africa Bamboozle. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh at that. African Bamboozle, Lazy, and the Prince of Parasitism. I've never heard that one. I've never heard the Prince of Parasitism, but it does work with this guy. He's a parasite. He's lived off of the Black community since 2010, 2011. And that's why Hidden Colors was so significant, because it propelled him into the spotlight in the Black conscious space, along with Sa Neter. Umar doesn't want to admit that. Sonetta put him on too, but Tariq put him on in the Hidden Colors thing. And that's what propelled Umar. And he became more and more and more parasitic. And to this day, this guy, he'll get up there and he'll ask for donations while he's doing absolutely nothing and not a school in sight. Okay. Lazy. Okay. Thank you, Marco, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Ginger says, Lenon, why won't you make an album? We need more real music, not all this AI generation auto-tune crap. Yeah, if I had time, I would. It's an issue of time for me. That's my biggest challenge. It has been for probably about, well, no, even when I was in college, it was a time factor. So we're going back quite a ways now. If I had more time, I would. I would be working on music. I would be doing more video editing. I would be doing uploading more stuff here on YouTube that's not related to Umar. I have a whole, I've written scripts for, I don't want to say too much because that's going to happen. Okay. But I've spent a lot of time. I've actually invested in equipment to do all the stuff that I want to do. It's just, I haven't had time to do it. But my wife and I, we have a plan. I don't want to tell people what the plan is, but and it was supposed to be actually at the end of this month, but it's probably going to take place at the end of the year. But we have a plan where I can free up some time where I can do more stuff. And yeah, music will definitely be something that I would do because I'm actually a musician. I just don't have time. I was thinking about this today, like creatively, I can do a lot of different things. I really like video editing, but melodies come to mind real easy in my mind. And then if I had time, I would produce it, write the lyrics and all that stuff. And then the melodies are catchy, like people, they'll hear them and it'll stick in their mind. But I don't have the time, and I haven't had the time. And I was thinking today, like if I ever had the time, that's what I would be doing. I would be doing more creative stuff. And I could do it. Like I really could do it. And financially, I would be fine. But right now is not the time. Okay. My wife and our plan is by the end of the year, we're going to reassess things and see. Okay. But thank you for the kind words there. And thank you for the super chat for $44.44. Next time, make it $88.88. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ginger Spice. Okay. And then user 225 says, I know it smelled crazy after Umar Johnson Shango Nanigans. What is that? Oh, goodness gracious. Sonia says, so in 2019, he had the same amount he started with in 2015. Yeah, according to him, and he keeps getting money. Yeah, no, it's clear what he did. Yeah. and I have to reiterate here, Sonia, that these figures, I'll propose that these are lowball figures from Umar, that he raised much, much more than this. Okay. As a matter of fact, just on his GoFundMe, he had raised $400,000 just on his GoFundMe alone. So, and that went until like the middle of 2016, I believe. I can pull it up and find it. It may have been into 2017, but I'll propose that he's made a lot more money than what he showed here. I'm gonna say something else. I don't even think at this point, I don't think Umar knows how much money he's raised, because that money was coming in so quick and so fast. He's not an accountant. He's not organized. He doesn't know how much money has come in. I mean, it's possible this he's received $4 million. It's possible, but my best estimate, based upon all of my research and based upon the IRS filings and what Umar Johnson has said over the years, is that he should be around $3 million by now. Somewhere around $3 million, a little less, a little more. But it could be way, way more than that. See? Okay. Thank you, Sonia. U225 says Lenon will tilt his head so the sunlight blinds. People do say that my head is shiny, but that's a good thing. Okay. All right. Thanks, U225. And then Jay Positive says, you ain't raised $1 million? Yeah, Big Loon was shocked. Big Loon know Umar raised more money than $1 million at that time. That's ridiculous. He said he was at $1 million back in 2016. Now Loon don't know that. He know it now, because he was backstepping on one of the videos. Like, yeah, but that video that Umar said that was from years ago. Yeah, okay. Well, I did more research and found what year it was. It still doesn't make any sense that he's saying that what in 2024 or 2023, whatever it was, to 2024, saying he wasn't at $1 million. He'd been at $1 million. He said it himself at least 3 times. You ain't raised $1 million? Okay. Thanks, Jay Positive. Okay, thank you guys for all the super chats. I appreciate it. Let's get back to the main video. And again, the poll is Umar Johnson a criminal? 95% said yes, 5% said no. Make sure you get your vote in during this live stream. Here we go.
You bunch of films that nobody never heard of them except mine. How you help me? You done a bunch of that don't pop off. How have you helped me? I got 2 movies now that's on the #1 spot. You ain't in them. How you help me? What is you talking about? Is this on the narcotic?
See, he knows.
You sound
he
like
knew
a
back
fat.
then.
Your name is in my mouth. What you gonna do? All that. We can get in the boxing ring. We gonna fight. Stop tweeting and come fight.
Yeah, Umar posted that on his Twitter back then. But he does a video after this one where he talks about it more. We probably won't have time to get to that today, but we'll get to it tomorrow for sure.
Stop all the Twitter banging and come see me. What the f you talking about? I'm with it. Get off the internet.
You sound like me right there. When I say that, when I drop the F-bomb.
Come see me. You know where I am. I'm not nowhere that's I'm not like you. I'm not in little random Motel 6s and like that, sucking my own talking about.
By the way, Tariq did say that Umar was in struggle motels. Umar, he uses that struggle thing in more recent years. Like he calls his critics YouTubian struggle streamers. Well, he gets that line of struggle or that idea of struggle from Tariq Nasheed. Okay. Umar, he a trip.
How I'm the best. Ain't nobody better than me. I'm Papa. Running around talking about he Papa. Get the f out of here, corny. You sound like a motherfucking idiot. You can come see me. I'm at my office every day in Chatsworth. I'm not that hard to find. If you want to come see me, you come see me and get off the internet. We can do this. I'm the best. I'll get you. Get me. Come get me, Umar Johnson. Your name is in my mouth. Come get me. I'm saying your name over and over again. If you say my name again, your name again, Umar the big fat Johnson.
Oh my.
Now people are like, man, he's having a breakdown. He's going through some things. Stall him out, Tariq. Him. He's been going through a breakdown for a couple of years.
And that's a really good point right there. Umar crashes out quite often. Hit the one. He crashed out on Zora. He was crashing out. He crashed out about 3 times last year. He crashed out on his daughter. He crashed out on the evil vegan and the Mama Smurf. He be crashing out, and he has a long history of crashing out. What it is that Umar, he's mental. He's mentally and emotionally unstable, which leads him to crash out when he's in a pressurized situation. And in some cases, the pressurized situation is just in his own mind because he's delusional. So Tariq right there, he's spot on right there. Puppy, be quiet. There ain't nobody worried about you. My son came downstairs. The puppy's upstairs. My son comes downstairs, and the puppy starts barking right away. He's such a big old baby.
Umar, look, listen to me, family. Listen. Excuse me, it's hot in here. Hold on. Yeah.
Thanks, son.
I got my heater on. This heater is right on my throat. But this is trying to present himself like some kind of conscious Suge Knight. I'm so with the shit, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing.
He did. He tried to do that with SETI too. He did. Miranda says, hi, Lenon and Cooper, you're a great musician. I listened to you play the flute and the piano. You were blessed with many talents. We still have years left with the Cook Crusade. Yeah, we have time. And thank you for the kind words in the first place. I wouldn't say I'm a great musician, but I'm a decent musician. I just wish I had more time. Part of it is just my family, the family dynamic. 5 kids, wife, and responsibilities and all this other stuff. But I was thinking about, I think it was today, how like there's so many things that I would like to do that are creative. I just got to find the time. The time is the big factor, and it has been for many years. Even with me, I got to still trying to lose some more pounds, and it's an issue of time. That's an issue of time. I shouldn't have any excuse, but if I had more time, I would have more time to work out and all that I need to. But like I said, my wife and I, we have a plan, and we're running our plan, and we've been working our plan for many years now. And things have gotten better and better. And hopefully someday things will slow down in my life enough to where I can do more creative stuff, because I'm a creative person at heart. I really am. Thank you for these kind words. Same thing with Ginger. I appreciate those kind words. It's encouraging. It's encouraging. I really appreciate that. My wife, she's encouraged me too. But in my mind, it's like I got to make sure that I'm handling business and making sure that I'm taking care of my family properly. The thing is, if I went full time on YouTube, I would be able to do that. It wouldn't be a problem. But we have a plan. We're going to continue to run our plan, and we'll see where we go from here. So thank you for those kind words. And same thing with Ginger. I appreciate that. Real quick, I saw an important name here pop up. Bob Cosmic says, Lenon, you need to get back on Yusef Latif. Yeah, Yusef. Yusef Latif was a great jazz saxophonist, but he was a multi-instrumentalist too. He also did a lot of research. He has this book of scales that has scales from all around the world. I had that book one time. My teacher loaned it to me. It's a compository of scales from around the world. Really, really interesting stuff. But Yusef Latif, he's played with a lot of the greats from back in the day. I actually had an opportunity when I was in college, after I left college the first time when I was young, to go and study with him. He was out in I don't know if it was Massachusetts. It was a college. I think it was Massachusetts, one of the colleges out there. But he, a great instrumentalist and one of my favorite musicians of all time. Thank you so much, jazz musicians of all time. Thank you for bringing him up. And rest in peace to him too. Yeah, he played with some great bands too, some great bands. Speaking of piano, 225 know how to play. Yeah, U225, he's a classically trained pianist, and he be getting down. He was playing Rachmaninoff. If you can play some Rachmaninoff, you can play some piano. Okay, that's one of Umar's favorite composers is Rachmaninoff. Let me stop. Thank you, U225. Okay, let's keep going. And again, thank you for those kind words too, Miranda, and also Ginger. I appreciate that. Here we go.
Umar, I'm not SETI. I'm not Brother Polite. No disrespect to him or SETI. I'm not Boyce.
Yeah, Umar had beef with Polite too. You guys remember that Hit the One? I don't have those videos, but Umar had beef with Polite. He had beef with SETI. We covered that one. And he's falling out with everybody. He had a beef with Boyce Watkins. He had beef with Michi X. He had beef with I just slipped my mind. Boyce Watkins, Michi, Cy Netter. The list goes on and on and on.
I'm not these dudes, and I'm not saying anything negative about them, but that rah-rah don't work on me. You gotta come see me. If you with the be with the and stop all that gangster talk on the internet. Umar, I'm gonna tell you, if you ever step to me, I will tie your motherfucking beard into Bantu knots and make you my. Like I said, I snatch your.
What did he say?
To him or SETI, I'm not Boyce. I'm not these dudes, and I'm not saying anything negative about them, but that rah-rah don't work on me. You gotta come see me. If you with the be with the and stop all that gangster talk on the internet. Umar, I'm gonna tell you, if you ever step to me, I will tie your motherfucking beard into Bantu knots and make you my.
What in the world? Okay, I don't condone that, but wow, let's keep going.
Like I said, I snatch your dashiki off and I'll slap your. I put.
What in the world? Okay, I had to beat that part off. I had to beat. Did I say that right? I had to beat that part off. Oh my God. Here we go.
Nefertiti rings on your. You ain't gonna do.
All right, listen. I don't condone that. I don't condone that at all. I'll play one more time for Black Wolf.
Like I said, I snatch your dashiki off and I'll slap your. I'll put some Nefertiti rings on your. You ain't gonna do my. If you gonna do it, do it. Get the off the internet and you do that shit.
Man, this was crazy. This was so crazy. Man, that's why the internet, it went viral. Everyone was talking about this, and just like the year before with SETI. Okay, let's move on because I wanted to play it again, but I think that's enough.
You think you talking? If you say my name, it's gonna be consequences. Well, mother, let's get the consequences popping and stop tweeting. Let's get the consequences popping. You ain't gonna do shit. You flabby and sick, and I'll slap your mother koofy off.
God, whoa. Yikes.
Fake. You've been eating off me for what, 5 years? When did I put the first Hidden Colors out?
2011.
You know what the problem is with this? This is the problem with this Umar. This is why he's been taking little shots, because see, Umar, in every group of people, in every group, and we're talking about the Hidden Colors group, in every group, there's always a David Ruffin. In every group, there's always the Bobby Brown. In every group, there's always the Eddie Kane Jr. It's always that one who think this is really all about him.
Yeah, this is a really huge point. This is so huge.
Is that one insecure, wounded, emotionally unstable. You give them a little shine. You give them a little shine, and they don't know how to take any kind of notoriety or any kind of praise.
Yeah, this is a lesson I've learned too. Covered with my over many years of reporting on Umar. That's why, like, these days I don't promote people. I just can't, because I've had this experience too over and over and over again. I learned my lesson though.
So what happens? They get on some ego and don't know how to handle it. And when people give them compliments and praises, they take that to another level and start riding their own.
Yeah. And see, that's why I've been saying in more recent years, like, you got to stay humble. You have to stay humble, because it's easy to get caught up, especially on social media. And I've been there too, especially when I was in the conspiracy theory paradigm. Then I got into the spirituality and metaphysics. It's easy to get caught up, but you got to stay humble.
That David Ruffin of the Hidden Colors series. This is Umar Johnson and the Hidden Colors. It's David Ruffin and the Temptations. No, man, look, this some boy shit. He's a fat boy. Your name is in my mouth, Umar.
See, I'm telling you, Umar, there's no way. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Tariq is a master roaster. I'm good at it too, but Tariq is a master, and Umar, he don't know how to do it at all. He just doesn't. He don't know how to play the dozens. He don't know how to snap, cap, we call it basing in Southern California. He don't know how to do that. Different places around the country, it's called playing the dozen is the general term, but different places in the Black community, they call it different things. I think they call it snapping in New York. Umar doesn't know how to do it, so he gets to run in his mouth, and if he does that to the wrong person, there's no way he's going to be able to compete with that. There's no way.
Do something.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, a bake session. Yeah, that's another one. Yep, I've heard that.
Your name is in my
the dozens, playing the dozen, snapping. Yep.
Mouth, fat boy Jerome. What's his name? Jermaine.
What another one
is? Do something.
225 is also a master at roasting / stir fry. Why you gotta say stir fry? All right. Fish fry freak off. Okay. Blade session. I've heard that one too. Yep. Yeah, banging. I've heard that one too. Yep. Yeah, roasting. Yeah, cracking. That's another one. Yep, cracking. Yep. Jankin. I ain't heard Jankin. I've heard Jones though, but I haven't heard Jankin. Because I know you Asian. We all know that. Oh, they call it Jonin in DC. All right. Shout out to DC. Yeah. Rep your state or your city when you get a minute. Shout out to DC. Here we go.
Don't make threats, Umar.
Okay.
Don't make threats to me. I want you to do what you're going to do. Don't make threats to me.
Yeah, cracking.
Don't sit on the internet with your little hat on and the ball on top and you talking to imaginary goons.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. In Dallas is high siding. I have not heard that one. Yep. Hey, I've heard of ranking. Yep. Mouthing. I haven't. Well, we heard that one yesterday when Umar, he's like, I'm gonna get in your mouth or whatever he said. Shout out to Maryland, all right? Yeah, DC in the building. Texas. Shout out to Texas. Yeah, Baggin is another one. Yep. Washington State. Okay. Yeah. Hiking. Yeah, I haven't heard that one. Yeah, I have not heard that one. Shout out to Dallas too. DC. Ain't nobody from Cali. I'm from Cali. Ain't nobody from Cali. Milwaukee, Pittsburgh. Ain't nobody from Cali up in here. I'm like Umar. No, nobody like me in Cali. Like no one like me in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I haven't heard that. That's the first time I heard that one. High sighting. That's in Texas. Okay. That's old school. Yeah, okay. How's it going, Afrocentric woman? Yeah. They say Jose in New York. I haven't heard that. Is it Jose? Yeah, I've not heard that one. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Boogie Down Bronx. All right. Biskin. Shout out to New York. Yeah, a lot of people from New York and Philly and Pennsylvania, they watch my YouTube page. Las Vegas, okay. Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Tallahassee. All right. Florida, I heard it. You got to hear that story about that lady. I don't know why she was doing it. She was swimming in a river or something. I would never live in Florida. Because I don't play with the gators. There's a reason why they go back to the dinosaurs, because they're savage. That's all. This one guy on YouTube. He trains them. He raises them from these, and he be in the pond with them, swimming and doing doing videos. I said, you okay? You keep playing around. Nope. Not me. So yeah. Shout out to Florida. Anyone out there, you have to be like real on that type of level to be living out there. Because you ain't gonna catch me in Florida. Not near no water. Anyway. Bloomfield, Connecticut. Okay, we got Candy. Candy is from Cali. Cool. Yeah, Houston in the Bay Area. Shout out to the Bay. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Sing in New Orleans. Okay, that's the first time I've heard that, Deshaun. I haven't heard that before. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Like different places in around the country, we have a different saying for it. Okay, Florida. All right, shout out to Detroit. All right, Connecticut. Yeah, Boston. Shout out to Boston. Yeah. Yeah, Bay Area. Yeah. What? Lake Oregon? What are you on a lake? That's cool. There's a lake outside over here too. That's cool. Pittsburgh's in the building. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Okay, Rumbles with the day. JD from Cali, from LA. Okay, shout out to LA. Yeah, I used to spend time in LA when I was Long Beach in LA back in the day. Oh, you from Southeast San Diego? Okay, shout out. Yeah. Yep, I know about the Southeast for sure, for shizzle. My nestle. I wasn't talking like that when I was growing up. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an example. I was around it, but I wasn't, because I was prim and proper. All right. Shout out to Cali and East Southeast. Yeah, that my cousins, that's how they got deeper into the gangs, as they was living in Southeast. Yeah, one of my cousins, I went over there, he was asleep. And he had a shotgun under his pillow. I said, what? I was young, though. I said, this guy. Anyway, Long Island. Okay, Cali. Shout out to Cali. Michigan. Okay. Myrtle Beach. Isn't that in Florida? I think Myrtle Beach is in Florida, too. You a Philly gal? All right. South Carolina. Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. Yeah, me and my wife, we lived in Atlanta for a while. Jiving is, that's another one that's jiving. Shout out to Jersey. Yeah, bagging, I've heard that one too. Shout out to San Fran. Atlanta. What was it? Atlanta. What was he saying? I need them donations, Atlanta. I have a video. He was out there in Atlanta. He was walking. It was late at night. I kid you. He's a dope fiend. I hate to say it. He was walking out there, and it was late. And he was walking over there by the Martin Luther King. What do they call it? Mausoleum or something, whatever they call that. And I know about that area. Nope. He was trying to find him some stuff. I should pull the video up. He sure was. Anyway, yeah, Florida. Yeah, there's no way. I would not. If I lived in Florida, it would have to be like away from water, like way up on top of a hill or a mountain. I don't know if they have mountains over there, because the alligators ain't gonna be up on no mountains. That's what it'd have to be, like that. Or if I live near water, I would have to have like a electric fence But them alligators, they'll break through fences. I'm telling you, they savage. There's a reason why they're still on the planet where all these other species, they're not here anymore. I think my daughter said it's like 90 or 95%, something like that, of all species that ever existed, they're extinct. Well, these alligators and crocodiles, they still around. Well, there's a reason why. Okay? They're savage. Okay, anyway. Okay, what's up, Dr. Sabi, Atlanta, Philly? Yeah, I had a song called Baby Gators. I have the video too, because someone had requested me to find it. I found it, but we just haven't gotten to it. But we'll get to it in a minute. Or we'll get to it sometime this week. Oklahoma, okay, DC, yeah, South Central. Yeah, my roommates, my second year in college, they were from Compton. Two of them was from Compton, the other one was from LA too, but he didn't grow up in the hood. He was an African prince, I kid you not. And we didn't know it. When we found out, we were shocked. He liked white girls too. He loved him some white girls. He was real smart too. He rarely went to class. He'd be playing basketball. I would leave in the morning to go to class, come back 2, 3 p.m. He's still out there playing basketball, and then he would still get A's on everything. It was amazing. Amazing dude. Okay. All right, let's get back to it, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for repping your city. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get going. Here we go.
Up off the internet
and
Queens.
Do something. Shout out to Queens. How many boroughs is it too? There's Queens, there's Brooklyn, there's Staten Island. I thought is it 6 of them? That's all I can think of. Queens, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Wilmington, Delaware. Let me stop. Shout out to Queens. Thank you for all the super chats, everybody. Thank you so much. Also, YouTube device says, how does Umar Johnson have so much beef for a so-called vegan? All right. Yeah, Umar's never stated that he's a vegan. He just says that he's gonna have. Oh, there's 5? Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, I should know them. So Harlem's not a borough? I thought Harlem was a borough. There's the Bronx. Can someone type it in there for me? So Long Island, Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn, and there's one more, right? Yeah, shout out to Dago. There's got to be one more. What's the other one? Chicago's in the building too. Yeah, my wife's family was from Chicago. They grew up out there. She didn't grow up out there, but that's where they were from. Her parents, her mom and aunt, they were twins. Rest in peace to her mama. They grew up in Chicago. Oh, Manhattan. There you go. Yeah, okay. So Manhattan. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I should know that, but again, I'm from the West Coast. What's up, Master Khalik and Tori? Tori's in the building. Okay, let's keep going, everybody. We got blowed up. We ain't making much progress, but that's okay. We got to get at least through this video today. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Manhattan. Oh, Harlem is a neighborhood in Manhattan. I did not know that. I thought Harlem was its own borough. I did not know that. Yeah, you learn something every single day. All right. Yeah. I was out in New York one time. I was catching a flight. I was over in Europe as a musician. I caught a flight and it stopped layover in New York, and I was there for like 2, maybe 3 days, and then I came back to Cali. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. Thank you guys so much. We got about 970 people in the building. Our goal is 500 likes. If you're enjoying the show, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Okay, shout out to everyone in Cooper Chat. Let's go.
The same spot. My office out here in Chatsworth. I'm there every day. I'm not hard to find. Do something, fat. Do something. I don't play with like you. You ain't about that fucking life, my. You ain't about that life. All that tough gangster rah-rah talk. You ain't about that. You and I know that you're a big. You and I know you try to talk all that gangster behind your little moist hotep beard to try to look tough, but we know you're a big soft cupcake marshmallow ass. We can tell that.
Yeah, he is marshmallow. Okay. Yeah, we used to say that in Southern California. We didn't say cupcake, but the marshmallow, that's what we used to say.
About you were talking with that stripper when she got up on your and exposed your simping, big fat simping cupcake and on a text message sounding like a 15-year-old. This stripper.
Yeah, those text messages, they're deplorable. I mean, Umar was like, you need to be here with me, making love with me. I tried to text my wife something like that one time. She blocked me. she blocked me the text message. She didn't unblock me for like a 3 or 4 days. Anyway, Miss Honey says, I'm from New York. It's Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island. Okay, all right, there it is right here, everybody. So I'm not going to remember because I always forget Manhattan. Okay, and I said Staten Island. So Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island. Okay, I should have remembered Queens. Yeah, I can remember that. So Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, and Wilmington, Delaware. I'm just playing. Thanks, Miss Honey. Did you guys know that New York was built on a swamp? Which is crazy because they got all those skyscrapers, but it was built on a swamp. That was all swampland. See, it's amazing, like human ingenuity and how you could turn a swampland into like one of the biggest cities in the world. It may even be the biggest city in the world at this point. Let me go look that up. Yeah, it was built on a swamp out of all places. That's crazy. Same thing like in Las Vegas, that's completely desert. They built all that stuff down there, all those big, for the casinos and all that stuff. What are the biggest cities in the world? I know Los Angeles is big too in terms of population. It's much more spread out though. But in terms of compaction and people being compacted in a relatively small space, wow, what's showing up? There's a lot of places in China and over there in Asia that have a gang of people. Wow, I did not know this. So the metropolitan areas by population, top 10. Gansu, China, 73.6 million. Jakarta, Indonesia, 41.9 million. Tokyo, Japan, 41.3. That's very compacted because that's islands out there. Did I go to Tokyo when I was over there? I think I did. No, I did. I don't think I went to Tokyo because I was in as a musician. I was over in Japan for a while, too, a couple of weeks touring as a musician. Dhaka, Bangladesh, 36.6 million. Delhi, India, 36.9 million. Wow. Shanghai, China, 42.3 million. Mumbai, India, 28.1 million. Manila, Philippines, 21.1 million. I didn't know it was that many. Mexico City, 25.6 million. And then Sao Paulo, Brazil, 22.6 million. Okay, well, let me just look at the biggest cities in the United States. Yeah, New York should be at the top. Yeah, so New York is 8.4 million. Los Angeles, 3.8 million. There's a gang of people in New York. And it's compacted. Los Angeles is spread out. Chicago, 2.7 million. Houston, 2.3 million. I didn't know that. Phoenix, Arizona is 1.6 million. It's hot down there too. Philly. Shout out to Philly, 1.5 million. I didn't know y'all had that many people up there in Philly. San Antonio, 1.5 million. San Diego, my hometown, 1.4 million. I remember when it was under a million. It's at 1.4 now. Dallas, 1.3 million. A lot of in Texas is on this list a lot. California is on here twice. Texas, 1 million. And then Jacksonville, Florida, with the Gators, 1 million. San Jose, California, I didn't even know that. 997,000. They're going to be at 1 million soon. And then Austin, another Texas city, Austin, Texas, 993,000. Yeah, because Texas, I think the taxes are a lot lower too. So that's why you get a lot of people who want to live there. Okay, thank you, Ms. Honey. So New York is Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island. All right. YouTube 5 says Umar Johnson marshmallow body is more cushion for his All right, let's move on. Thank you, John. Goddess Noah says there's also a bunch of fault lines in Manhattan. I didn't know that. Yeah, I did not know that. There's a gang of them in Southern California. Yeah, that's when we were growing up. There was earthquakes, and then at a certain point you get used to them. It don't even phase you. You just keep going about your business. Yeah, I didn't know that they had fault lines in Manhattan, but they probably got fault lines all over the place. Where are the fault lines in the United States? Yeah, they expand the entire United States, but the West Coast, San Andreas Fault, real talk, okay? Hayward and Calvareas faults in California. There's faults in in Alaska. West in Hawaii, okay. Central Virginia is a seismic zone. Yeah, anyway, it's interesting stuff. Yeah, they got charts and graphs and everything. Okay, let's get back to it. Thank you for all the super chats. Jen Extra reacts. Alaska also has boroughs for. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Alaska. Yeah, Alaska was owned by the Russians, wasn't it? And they gave it up for, it wasn't a lot, but come to find out, it was a bad deal for them. Yeah, Alaska is divided into 19 organized boroughs and one large unorganized borough. I did not know that. Shout out to Alaska. Yeah, I couldn't live out there. That was too cold. Okay, thanks for the super chat. Okay, let's get back to it, everybody. We got to make some progress here. We got about 960 people in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Our goal is 500 likes. Here we go.
Running game on your dumb. See, that right then, I knew wasn't no school gonna be built when I saw the way that cupcaking with that stripper. I wanna smash your cookies. That tweeted that broad, I wanna smash your cookies. Just real corny, dumb. I want to see you. I got to see that booty. I got to see that booty. When I was reading that.
Yep. And she sent them booty pics too. I'm not gonna show it. Okay. I mean, I have them. Not that I've looked at them. I do have them, but I haven't looked at them. All right. I don't feel comfortable showing it on here.
Text messages to that stripper. I'm like. I said, this got no game. I said, this about to be on no school. This really used to know real.
I had to cut the lot.
The way that out. Cupcaking in those stripper tweets, then I knew what no school. And that making excuses about don't do physically if people got his name in his.
I'm sorry.
If vigilant con taking in those stripper tweets, then I knew.
He said stripper tweets. That's funny in and of itself.
But no school. And that making excuses about that school ever since, I'm not shocked. That lying about that.
People said I show it. I
school. And then it came to the realization, Umar ain't planning on no school. He never was. And this is a harsh reality, family, because understand this. Let me say this. Umar's two things. And this is the dilemma that a lot of people have. Umar, number one, very good speaker. Great speaker.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, he's a fraudulent boy. That's the dilemma that a lot of people are dealing with. That both. He's a great speaker and a fraudulent, insecure, fat boy.
Yeah, and this is true. Umar's extremely insecure, and that's why he overcompensates by being so over-the-top boastful. But he's an extremely insecure individual. So that's what I'm saying. Tariq was saying this back in 2017. He's spot on right there.
You understand? So a lot of people, they know, and let's be real, at this point, you guys understand, even fans of his, you know that this is a con artist at this point. You know good and
yeah, but the thing is, in 2017, there's people who woke up at that time, but there was a lot of people that were simply in denial. In 2026, I mean, this is such a long time later, almost 9 years later, way more people they've woken up. But Tariq was calling it out back then, and he's spot on.
Well, this
baby, can you make sure anything over there that needs to go in? Yeah, thank you.
About to build no school. That's why I ain't about to be out here lying for this. There is no school. There is no school, and there never was. This is a traveling preacher. I'm the biggest scholar. I'm the most requested scholar on the planet. Request us all over the place, but I don't just take any lecture because I run businesses. That's not my only source of income. And other people ain't bragging about going on lectures. We've been going on lectures for years. People in the Kaba, just so many people. They've been doing lectures for the longest. That ain't shit. That ain't nothing. I turned down 80% of the lectures that's offered me. I run businesses. I got other sources of income. Umar, you are a traveling preacher. That's your only source of income, going around the country scamming motherfuckers. That's your only source of income. That's why you are broadcasting from hotels all the time. Not like you're doing something fly. That's your only source of income. You are a traveling minister, and all you're doing is just telling people about the building fund that never gets built. They do that.
Yeah. He owned it. And this is the end of 2017. He was saying this. Wow.
At churches all the time. A lot of churches got the building fund, and the building never gets built. And let me say this, because I'm not going to go back and forth. You know, I'm a one-hitter quitter. You dig? I ain't going to go back and forth. This is going to be really my last time really talking about this fat, fraudulent. I can say what I got to say one time.
My goodness.
Ain't no school happening. It don't take 3 years to get a school, and you got, well, damn near $500,000. It don't take that long to get a school. There's a million things you could have done to get a school. This nigga coming up with every.
Yeah, so he's saying $500,000 in 2017. Yeah. Yep. I mean, Umar Umar stated he was at $1 million in 2000. He said it's the summer of 2016. He said that by the beginning of 2017. So he was at $500,000 in 2015. Then in 2015, and Tariq does this video December 30th of 2017. So he was way over $500,000
on the planet. Well, my bank. What happened? The crackers trying to get my bank, and they're trying to.
Oh wow, yeah. You see that? Remember last year, Umar said, I hacked his bank accounts and his bank accounts were frozen. It's always something with this guy. See that? Tariq says in 2017, it's crazy.
Put liens on me because that's what the cracker do. They try to see what I'm doing for the boys. Ain't no school, man.
Yeah, ain't no school.
Somebody said he's calling Ola out. Umar, he's a big fat lying. Ain't no school, family. Y'all just come, and deep down y'all know that, but y'all like, okay, we've been supporting him all this long, so let's just keep on because he talks good. He talks good. Ain't no school. Ain't no school, family. And you could look at some of the lies this been saying.
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
school.
Asia.
Well,
he did.
I almost had $1 million from an athlete, but the stripper thing messed it up. So it was that maggot that messed it up for everybody. Because I almost got $1 million.
Yeah, he did. He called Kim Ringgold a maggot, amongst other things. He also called her a COINTELPRO. But he didn't have a problem when he was up in them skins.
He said like that. I'm like, oh God. Man, I'm like, dude, I'm like, man, Umar's a fraud. I'm sorry, family. And let me say this, Black society, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. I apologize. I legitimized Umar Johnson. This is why this comes back on me. This is why I've been trying to stay out of it, but it keeps coming back on me.
Yeah. Yeah, and then again, I've had this experience. It's not on the same level, but I've had this experience many times over the years with people that I've promoted and supported. And but I've learned my lesson for sure.
It keeps coming back on me because they know that I legitimized Umar Johnson. Nobody knew who the Umar Johnson was before he was in my movie, and he knows that. Nobody.
Yeah. No, in all fairness, there are people who knew about Umar. It's just that he didn't come into like a high level of recognition until after the Hidden Colors. And that's what the receipts show. In point of fact, if you guys go and look at Umar's social media presence back then, prior to him being in Hidden Colors, very little engagement, very little activity. Umar was not well known like that. Okay, that doesn't happen until much later. I would say until 2012. Going in 2013, but by that time, he's already been in Hidden Colors #1 and #2. Hey, how's it going, Mistress Monica? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing all right. All right, thank you so much. What's up, Afro Punk Chick? I'll see you in there. Okay, let's go.
I didn't know who the he was. My friend Rita, shout out to Rita G. Rita sent me a link of this nigga. He was on a public access show. Some random show, you know, with like 5 or 6 people watch at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, oh, my man is talking real good. Let me get him in the movie along with some of these other people.
Does anyone know what he's referring to, by the way? Because he's talking about Umar when he was in a public access TV show. I'm sure there's going to be people who know what he's referring to, because this is important in terms of historically speaking, how Tariq learned about Umar, right? Anyone know in the chat room? No, not Rock Newman. Rock Newman, that's later. Yeah, Rock Newman is later. Mike Nice, that's later too, Josh. Well, these are good guesses though. Yeah. Yeah, Brother Dawa. Yeah, the brother who passed away, Brother Dawa. Thank you. Yeah, and rest in peace to Brother Dawa. I think he passed last year. There's a video where Umar goes off on him too. I just got to find it again. Yeah, I was surprised. No, not Sa Neter. Yeah, that's around the same time because Sa Neter, he gets a hold of, Umar talks about this, he gets a hold of the interview that Umar did with Brother Dawa. Let me see if I can find that. That was in 2010. Yeah, so that's what Tariq is referring to. Was that 2010? Yeah, I think that was 2010. Let me see. It might have been 2011 because I'm not seeing. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I pulled this one up on accident.
Ladies and gentlemen, who goes through that type of behavior and learns that degree of mistrust, you're naturally going to want to look out for yourself.
Admitting. That's right.
That's what's scared. Girl up there messing with the child's organs before they even breathe. And now the heartbeat is going too fast and slowing down because the baby is drugged up and they ain't even been here yet. Before Ritalin, they already drugged up. And so now they got to cut your stomach.
Yeah, he was a deadbeat back then. What are you talking about? Let me put it.
Decrease the likelihood of it happening again or increase the likelihood of it happening again. And I say that consequently because you hear a lot of black people say, why are...
Okay, so here's what Tariq is referring to.
There's no such thing as jail. Right. So 21 years later, I am a nationally certified. Without further ado.
Yeah, rest in peace to Brother Dawa. I think he passed last year. It might have been the year before. We got 1,000 people in the building. If you're enjoying the show, hit that like button, okay? I appreciate it.
I want the doctor to go ahead and tell a little bit about himself. I am a nationally certified school psychologist, and my job is to decide which children goes into special education. School psychology is a certain type of psychology. When most people think of psychology, they think of clinical psychology, which we'll probably talk about a little bit as we go into the ADHD and the psychotropic drug movement against black boys. But a school psychologist is unique because we work in the schools, and we don't primarily do therapy, although many of us are trained to.
Yeah, he's not a therapist anyway. But yeah, I don't know how he passed exactly. I just don't know. But rest in peace to him. Anyway, this is back then. Umar was presenting as presenting as a school psychologist and a psychologist. So this is September 18th of 2010. But by this time, he had already given up his career, right? Going in 2011. But that's why he's dressed like this. See, you don't see dashikis, you don't see Umar with kufis on. You don't see, Umar would present. He was like a nerd type. He got the pocket protector with it's fascinating stuff. You guys look into Umar and his history. That whole black conscious stuff, it comes later. Once he gets into the black conscious space, that's where it really starts to take off. It's not that it didn't exist prior, because he had been with the UNIA. He put in his resignation letter in 2005. So there's still elements there. It's just that at this time in the Umar Johnson timeline, he's not presenting as a so-called black conscious or even as a Pan Africanist per se. See, here, let me give you guys another example. Actually, I think I showed this one recently.
You also know that
he's trying to present as a professional, a school psychologist. He's dressing in three-piece suits with ties. He would have his haircut decent. Right, his beard would be cut nice, but that's a long time ago. Here's another example.
Negative intent. And that's exactly what has happened with special education. Special education has become a dumping ground for black. Let's look at the big black five. What are the big black five? The big black five are the five
here's
major
the video,
diagnoses. Or should I say
with him, from 2010, where he has on a
Smiley, talk show host, and the Reverend Al Sharpton, founder and president of the National Action Network, are engaged in a fierce debate as to whether or not President Obama, expiration of George blindly, a leader needs to be.
Yeah. So this is more like a transition period with Umar. he's not deep into the Black conscious space. He's making inroads into it. Tariq puts him on in 2011. He also because of the Dawa interview in 2010, that's where he gets noticed in the Black conscious space in New York by Sa Netter. But Umar wasn't deep into what we this whole idea of Black consciousness. Not quite yet. Okay, these are the early years of that, right? Of course, these days he doesn't dress in suit and ties like that, and he doesn't present as a school psychologist because he's smoked out. Here's the earliest video that I have of Umar Johnson from 2005.
Umar Abdullah Johnson, and I'm a member of the organization founded by the Right Excellent Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey,
And at this time, he was a school psychologist, but he's not dressed. This isn't African attire. This actually has a more Muslim type of orientation at that time, 2011. 2005, right? And then we can move through the timeline. What you'll see is that more and more he starts to incorporate African garb, kufis, dashikis, necklaces, more and more to the present. Okay, let's get back to the main video. Thank you guys so much. Hope you're enjoying the show. Here we go.
And the fact that not only is he disrespecting me to say, I made your movie hot, you're disrespecting Brother Kaba, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, mother. You can't hold a candle to people like Dr. Welsing and these other folks. It ain't about you. Like these people ain't and you just that. You. You, Umar. You fat Missy Elliott shape. You
Don't
disrespect Bill Valentine and all these other great people who was in the.
He got to say Missy Elliott. Don't do that. I used to like Missy Elliott, her songs. She was cool.
Movie. Dr. Welsing, all these people, you disrespecting all of them. I'm the best. Big Papa's coming to Dallas. Big Papa's coming. I'm talking about he Big Papa and all this old bullshit. I've seen lectures of this nigga talking about how all these other scholars are mad.
Looks like I missed one. I apologize.
They just jealous because I'm at a lecture at the Hampton Inn and they jealous because I'm cuter than them too.
Yeah, Umar did say that.
It's a David Ruffin. It's always a David Ruffin like him. It's always a David Ruffin like him. And this always talking about what he's done. Umar has not done tangible for nobody. He has not done anything quantifiable for nobody. Point to something that Umar Johnson has done quantifiable. He'll say some, well, I saved lives. No, nobody saved lives like me. You can't quantify that. You understand? He's always
that's
trying
true.
to name some unquantifiable shit. I'm the most requested. You can't quantify that. Notice the little word games this doing. Notice the little word games. Umar Johnson saved lives. You can't quantify that. I saved lives if we're going to go there. What have you done tangible? You ain't done a motherfucking thing tangible, but lie and steal money from people.
He sound like me when he say the F word.
You stole money. That's what it is. Ain't no school and ain't going to be no school. And you just keep looking for ways to deflect from that. So now he's going to conjure up a beef with me, so now he can go around talking about a beef with me, so he don't have to talk about he stole that money. He don't have to answer to that because now he's into some other beef. You can talk about everything else except talking about that money you done put in your motherfucking pocket. And I apologize to Black society for him and my part in legitimizing this. Nobody knew who the he was. I brought my audience to the game. I already had an audience. I've been doing lectures way before.
Yeah, and this is true right here. Okay, this is true. Umar did not have an audience, a major audience back in 2010, 2011. It just did not exist. And like I said, his social media footprint proves that. I've already done the research.
Before the Hidden Color series. Sold out lectures.
Okay, and in all honesty, I don't know what Tariq's social media footprint was during that time period because I haven't researched him. But I can say, as a statement of fact, that Umar, his footprint was minimal.
Just talking about
minimal
dating, relationships, all types of regular. I already had a built-in audience. I've been on mainstream television. I was doing that when I started doing the Hidden Color series. They were about to give me, I had 3 offers for television shows. If you guys listen to my old Ustream shows, I was showing pilots and I was showing behind the scenes stuff of pilots we were doing. And dude, so I had a whole bunch of other, but I chose to do the Hidden Color series because it was something that was needed. But this talking about how he made the pop off. Well, how come you ain't got nothing else popping off? How come none of your other popped off, Umar? How come none of your other DVDs that you've been in popped off? None of them popped off. What you talking about? Umar's a fraud, man. I'm sorry. And this been frauding for a minute, man. His whole thing, I'm the descendant of Frederick Douglass. I'm the descendant of all that yelling and shit. He's a preacher. I am a descendant of Frederick Douglass. All that yelling and blinking and all that old. Just because I say some passionately, that don't mean the shit is real. He runs these little psychological games. And yeah, man, I've been on international television. So doing this, that wasn't nothing. I've already had the international spotlight. That ain't. But you get a like Umar, who nobody knew. And then you put this on a big screen.
Yeah.
All around the world, and people will start telling you, hey, man, you were great, man. You were the shit. Umar, man, you great. Then all of a sudden, you're sitting in a damn hotel room. I am great. I am. You know what? Not only am I great, I'm the best. I'm great, and I'm the best, and I'm better than everybody. I am the greatest. I'm the king.
Yeah, he own it.
Goodness, oh man. You start feeling embarrassed for this. Nobody was with this dude, and this is the thing that burns Umar up. This is the thing that burns Umar up, because I've seen him do interviews where he would talk about how people began to know him, and he would deliberately leave Hidden Colors out. I said, okay, nigga, all right, I ain't tripping. I don't need props or whatever. But people like James Small, Brother Kaba, they'll call me up all the time. They're like, man, Tariq, man, I was doing my thing. But the Hidden Color series, being in that, man, that took my to another level. That's grown man shit. They don't have.
Yeah, but also it shows humility and appreciation and gratitude. Umar, he doesn't have any of that.
To do that, but these are grown men who are secure with themselves. Umar's a man. Umar's a dude. Umar's a dude, man. And if you put a in the spotlight, all you do is magnify how much of a he is. The beef, this is my last time really speaking on it. I'm going to say this about this. And Umar, see me, dude. Stop all that what you going to do. Don't say another word about what you're going to do. Just do it. Because you ain't going to do just like you ain't building no school.
Man.
You Gabby Sitter, baby belly. You ain't going to do but sit your ass in a roach-infested Motel 6 talking about, hey, Papa is coming to Kentucky. And the strippers in the area want to get saved by Papa. Papa's coming. I'm like, here.
Yeah, Umar, boy. Miranda says, "Oh, OMG, he tore Umi up." To see what he did, and this this ain't the only one. There's another one I have that we'll get to tomorrow. This though was the main one because he really goes in. This online. This is considered to be like a classic in the Black conscious space. It went viral. Everyone was talking about it. Yep. Thank you, Miranda. Let's keep going. Here we go.
The f out of here, man. I do things that are tangible. I ain't sitting up talking about I'm Papa and I'm the great that. We got black folks out here getting killed, man. I done paid for people's funerals, people's rent, and gave money to orphanages in Africa. I don't go to Africa just to go out there and talk, do some sightseeing, and come back. Put money in the game. I'm going back out.
Yeah, Umar, he used to go to Africa a lot back in the day. He used to do tours. I called them those African safari freak offs because he would take all these women over there. Well, I tell you, a lot of those women ain't around anymore. One time he had a monkey. He was a monkey on his shoulder.
Out there to do some investing. And I got receipts on my mother Instagram. You ain't got to ask me for receipts, and I cuss you out if you ask me for receipts. People ask this, hey, Umar, hey, brother, what's going on with the money? Don't you dare ask me. How dare you ask Papa? How dare you ask Papa where the money is? How dare you ask me? I will beat you. Well, let me call my imaginary goons. Goons. Oops. Somebody asks you where the money, you start screaming on people. What kind of is that? The is wrong with you? Are you on narcotics? This sounding like he on drugs right now.
See, Terry keeps saying it. He knows. He's just not saying it like straight out. He's saying, is he? But he knows.
Straight up and down, this act like he on drugs right now, my dude.
I'm gonna tell y'all, the truth is that a lot of that is taken and has been for a long time in the Black conscious space. It's not uncommon at all. There's a lot of people that aren't around anymore because they succumb to that, to the drugs and alcohol for that matter. You know, people from back in the day that you'll see them, they would, you know, they would be on, they would be debating each other. You know, they would, you know, they had a presence online. Yeah, but these days, a lot of those people, they're not around anymore because they succumb.
He sounds insane. People are like asking legitimate questions, brother. Hey man, I gave you my little money. I ain't got that much money. Well, you ungrateful. You should be grateful to give your money to Papa. Papa, you big fat insecure mother. Some hood rat done you and told you was Papa. They were you. Ooh, Umar, you were the bomb in Hidden Colors. Ooh, hit this, Papa. Ooh, that has a nice ring to it.
Listen, I had to block that part out.
I'm gonna be Papa from now on, and I'm gonna use Papa for Prince of Pan Africanism. This was a single mother, and she whispered some sweet nothings in your fat ear. One of these old
oh my God,
broads you cupcaking with. You can tell a by the way he deals with women. This got all types of child support suits against his. He's a dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude. You are. Ooh, I was getting my. You called me Papa. I ain't never had that before.
Oh my God. What in the world?
Umar's a fraud, family. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, my dudes. Man, listen. He was going around with that whole, I'm a descendant of Frederick Douglass. The Frederick Douglass family had to come out and say, hey, this is a fraud. He's been going around saying, the family had to put out a statement. The stripper he was with, she clowned his. The baby mamas this got, they clown his. This own father is clowning his. This own dad, if your own mother.
Yeah, and it's true, and I don't condone it. I don't think that Jamal should have done that, but this is true. I can pull up old videos too where let me give you one. I'll just give, and I'm just gonna pick a random one because there is one where he disowns Umar. What's his name? Jamal. Yeah, that was a disgrace, big time. Here we go right here. I have the audio.
To hold our kids accountable, to be treated with respect, and not to let them think that they can keep doing it and there's not going to be any accountability. We've all made mistakes. We've all hopefully sought some apology for that mistake. But don't ever let your child make you think that because of your human feelings, that they have the right to treat you like a dog.
Yeah, so I think part of this is Jamal. He's trying to reconcile with the issue of him being a deadbeat, and then Umar Johnson having the orientation that he has towards his father. Okay, Umar doesn't like his father. His father abandoned him and the rest of them kids. Right? He sent Umar away. He wasn't even living in the house, but sent Umar away to a military academy. And Umar has these enmeshment issues with his mama. But see, what this shows is that Jamal knows that he screwed up himself. But the thing is that if you're an elder, you should be an elder. And if you're wise, You shouldn't be online doing this, regardless of what your relationship is with your son or how you feel about your son. But he was clout chasing off of Umar. He was trying to chastise him. And I'm not a defender of Umar. We know this. But social media is not the proper venue to resolve these long-standing issues that go back decades. But listen to what Jamal says here.
And if you do, then believe me, that dog will bite you one day. So one thing to do with a rabid dog, get rid of it. And that's rabid, whether in mental, spiritual, or psychological. You gotta put it down. And if that means to cast them out of your life, that's what you have to do.
See, what's interesting is that he's the one that abandoned Umar. He sounded like Umar when Umar was talking about his daughter last year. Cast them out your life. Ridiculous. See, if he was present, he would have already had the relationship established so that when Umar gets online fucking up, he can G-check him. But there has to be a relationship there, and respect level has to be there in the first place. But he didn't build that relationship. That's in part why Umar is the way he is, but that can't be all of it. It's still not an excuse because Umar, he's a grown man. But see, Jamal, he's wrong because he's coming on the back end of all of this to try to chastise Umar when he wasn't present on the front end to keep Umar on the right track. Both of them deadbeats, though. Neither one of them care about their kids. Real talk.
That's what you have to do.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you, because Jamal, if he cared about his children, he wouldn't have abandoned them in the first place. But more importantly, he wouldn't have talked like this about Umar and gone online to go at Umar like this. He just wouldn't do that.
I love all of my children.
No.
But God knows, and I say that sincerely, when I feel threatened, when I feel extremely hurt.
See, it's all about him. Sounds like Umar. When I feel threatened, when I feel hurt, he's the victim now. No, you don't want to abandon these kids. Umar is fucked up in part because of that. But now he's the victim. See, he got online and he started running his mouth, but he wasn't ready for social media. Not everybody can handle it. They think they can. They get up on here and people get on them and they don't know how to handle it. So there was Umar Johnson files going at Jamal, and Jamal couldn't handle it. Shouldn't have got on social media in the first place. You're too old. You was too old then. You didn't know what you was talking about. And you're going at your son.
I know it's intentional. When I feel extremely disrespected, and I know it's intentional, there's only one recourse. You're dead to me. Have a good day. I hope you understood my meaning of this video.
He said, you're dead to me. He's talking about Umar. And then he says, have a good day. What kind of sociopathic type of, you hear that?
Have a good day. I hope you understood my meaning. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. Have a good day.
Who says that about their child, period? But who says it and gets online and says that? Diabolical. It's a disgrace. And I got other videos that I can pull up to show you. Okay, just it's to me, it's just horrible. And he used to come on my platform, bugaboo ass, send me all these weird, like really weird. I think something wrong with him too, to be honest with you. Well, he's old. I don't give a shit. So I think something wrong with him too. Sending me some weird shit on my Facebook page. I was like, what is he? Why is he sending me this? He ain't got nothing else to do. Let's get back to it.
Is clowning you. There's something to this. There's people who follow you are clowning you after they done gave you money. Everybody ain't lying about Umar. I'm clowning this because I'm telling you he's a fraud. Everybody ain't lying about this dude. I mean, come on, everybody ain't dumb. Everybody ain't dumb and he's the smart one. No. The common denominator is that. Family, I've been in the public eye for 20 years. putting out product, man. My book, best-selling books, best-selling lectures for decades, for damn near 2 decades, almost 20 years. In those almost 20 years, you never had anybody come out and say that I defrauded them. You never had anybody come out and say Tariq Nasheed took something from them. Tariq Nasheed owes them some money. Tariq Nasheed did something scandalous. Tariq Nasheed said some shit that he didn't own up to or live up to or do. He said he was going to do something, didn't do it. Never. And family, you can't be a fake for that long. You can't, my man T.I. said that. You can't be phony that long. My shit is the real deal. If I say something, I mean it. If I say I'm going to do something, it gets done. Anytime I put together projects to do something with people's money and they contribute to it, I'm going to make sure you get what you want or get what you contributed to in the time I said I'm going to do it.
Okay, and I have to say, I haven't researched Tariq, but I do know that with these projects, he produced what he said he was going to produce. So he has Hidden Colors. I think he's working on Hidden Colors 5 now, I think. And then he has other documentaries that he did too. Okay, Umar, his documentary was supposed to premiere in 2012, and he collected money through 2022, and it still doesn't exist.
Even with the More Us app, we put it out. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. There were some glitches. There were some issues. Some shit hit or miss, but I did what I said I was going to do. Good or bad, I do what I say I'm going to do. Umar Johnson has been in the spotlight for only a couple of years, and every other month, people are exposing how much of a fraud he is. Family, there's something to that. People find out quickly if you're on some bull.
Yeah.
People find out quickly if you're on some bull.
Okay.
His own dad says he has mental issues, but I'm not going to take no pity on this.
Okay, I've researched this. His father didn't. Not based upon my research, Jamal never said that. Someone had set up, I think it was it might have been a Facebook or Twitter page under acting like they were Jamal Johnson, Umar's father, and said some things to that effect. That, from my research, that's not what Jamal said. Now, does Umar have mental health issues? Yes. Okay, he has some extreme mental health issues because everybody got something. I'll be having anxiety, especially when it comes to kids. You know, I just worry a lot. Sometimes I worry about stuff I shouldn't be worrying about, and my mind gets going. I get to worrying, and it's a problem. I've gotten better at it. Okay, the anxiety goes up, you know, and my mind's just so everyone has something, but Umar has some serious mental health issues. From my research, Jamal never stated that. Now, if anyone has some information to the contrary and they have a receipt, please provide it. Okay, please. Let's keep going.
Because you're using your mental issue.
And again, I have to be fair. I always have to be fair here. I'm not an Umar Johnson defender. We know this.
Used to scam money out of people, and these are people who I've legitimized you to. Because if it wasn't, let's be real, if you weren't in my movie, you'll be another dusty running around telling that Frederick Douglass lie, running around Philly doing a couple of public access shows. You'd be the same little bum. And the thing is, this nigga knows he's a fraud, and he knows that he's going to be exposed. That's why it's on some, let me just cash out and get all the money I can before I get exposed. That's what that is about. I'm the most requested. No, what you're doing, you're a traveling preacher trying to cash out to get as many crumbs as you can before people see the big fraud you are, which is what they're doing. I got your name in my mouth, Umar, and you're not going to do a motherfucking thing. But do another video in a damn dirty hotel room, a Motel 6, with imaginary goons on the phone, sniffing.
Man, he went in on Umar.
And blinking. You got my name in your mouth. You and those maggots put you up to it. I knew that school wasn't going to happen because the way he was overselling the bullshit. I used to be in the game. I used to be in the street, so I know when a motherfucker is overselling the hustle.
Yeah, he did.
I know when somebody's overselling the hustle. You understand? I know when somebody's overselling the hustle. And when this talking about that school, another thing that made me know he ain't about to build no school. He be on some at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School. I'm going to have a garden with watermelon seeds and squash. And he was overselling this school. And when at my school, I'm going to have computerized military science classes. At my school, I'm going to have a hairdressing room in there. In my school, I'm going to have nuclear warheads. So I'm listening to this. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like pimp. That sounds like pimp. That sounds like pimps tell hoes. You oversell your pimping. You tell hoes, hey baby, I'm gonna take you to the moon, to the stars, baby. Baby, you're gonna have all types of furs. Baby, you get with me, baby. You give me your money, baby. You're gonna be living in, you're gonna be rolling in the
This reminds me of one of them blaxploitation films. That's how he would talk. I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Superfly, was it?
Cadillacs living in a lap of luxury, baby. We're gonna be taking trips to Paris, baby. Baby, you're gonna be looking real fly. You're gonna have all the finest furs, baby. And that's what that sounded like with that school. At my school, at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, we're gonna have live animals. We're gonna have lions and tigers, and you're gonna learn how to breed them. So when we move to the motherland, you're gonna know how to cohabitate with the animals.
Yeah, he did say that they're gonna have an FDMG zoo. This is crazy. Black Dynamite, the Mac, Dolomite. I can't remember which one it was. I was actually gonna do a documentary on blaxploitation back in the day. I bought all the DVDs and everything, but I never got it off the ground. Anyway.
You fraud. You overselling that bull. At my school, we're not gonna have weaves. We're gonna have your natural hair. But you out here a stripper with a blonde weave.
Yeah.
You a hypocrite.
Yep.
This man.
He ain't lying.
Somebody said I'm better than this. No, I'm not better than this. I'm not better than this. Let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you, I've tried to help this. I tried to protect this. I've done, man, for it to be this up and ungrateful, man. That's a major character flaw. The truth is, man, we just gotta. I had to accept it. It hurt me when I realized that Umar was a real. That hurt me. I didn't let it be known publicly, but this hurt me because I'm like, I co-signed this. I thought he was a real dude, and he's saying little slick, and he's a cupcake. And I'm like, great speaker, man. This is a waste. This is such a great speaker, man. But this nigga's mad made. He's a con artist. He's a buster boy, man. That's just what it is, my dude. That's a harsh reality we got to come to accept. Family. He's an egomaniac. He's very insecure. This sits up talking about how he's the best. This nigga sits up in a hotel room. I'm the best. All these people are jealous of me. I'm the best. They just mad because I'm on top. You in a Super 8 motel. You just did a lecture at a IHOP. I'm the best.
What? He said at a IHOP.
This do a lecture anywhere. You do a lecture anywhere, dude. You do lectures in flower shops. I'm the most requested. No, you will do a lecture anywhere to get any dollar you can get.
Why he say IHOP though?
I run businesses. People are employed by me. I'm not.
That's crazy.
Sitting up making promises about what the I'm going to do. I don't sit up there telling people what I'm going to do for 3 years. I got a gang of businesses with a gang of black employees who's on the payroll full time. I don't talk about it. I do it. I'm not going to come up here with every excuse.
Yeah, by the way, he had brought up the weave. This is the concert stripper right here. She's at the club about to get on that pole. She had that blonde weave. And Umar did not have a problem with it. That's his type. Umar likes the stripper types, the Sukihana. That's what Umar likes, but he tries to pretend otherwise. Anyway,
everybody, you know what it is. Yeah, the in the community, they're messing it up for me. They're going after my license. The in the community, they're going after my school. And he loves repeating that old preacher. The in the community, they're going after my license. They're going after my house. They're going after my taxes. They're going after my child. It's everybody else's fault, but mine. They just mad because I'm the best. I'm the best. They just mad because Papa is doing better than them at this Motel 6.
Yeah.
I got your name in my mouth. You're not going to do anything about it. You're going to get online, talk to your imaginary goons with your Christmas hat on with the ball. This had a Christmas hat, the ball on it, and the ball sounded like it had a bell. This every time he's talking with the Christmas ball, the shit was jingling. I'm the best. I'm the best. They just jealous. They jealous of me. I'm Pan African. Bucking your eye. Are we supposed to take this seriously? We're supposed to take this seriously. I'm looking at this like, I'm looking at this like, oh my God. And when the phone rang, this was talking to the imaginary goons. And the phone rang and I'm like, oh my God. This man, this right here.
We're almost done.
Oh my God. What's up in the stream here? What's up in the stream? Hold on. I can't see the stream. Hold on. Why is it hot in my office? Hold on, because I can't see the stream. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Man. He's saying my $500 wasn't when that's the only reason they know your fat ass. Umar. Is Umar still live? Is he still live since he's talking? Is he still live? Is he still live on his bullshit stream? Is he on there talking to make-believe goons? Let me tell you about this. Another thing. When Umar was in the movie, Hidden Colors 2, I want y'all to take a good look at Hidden Colors 2. This is how I try to help this. Yeah, he's like, and tell him I said this. This on Hidden Colors 2. And I want y'all to take a good look at him on Hidden Colors 2. Umar showed up on set with a big herpes sore on his lip.
Yeah.
I want you to take a good look at Hidden Colors 2. There's a huge herpes sore on his lip. Let me show you, because we had to touch it up. Look at, this is a screenshot of Umar from Hidden Colors 2. Look at his mouth.
Yeah.
So this showed up with a big herpes sore on his mouth. And somebody said, you saw that. Some people even hit me up about that. And when I'm talking to him, I'm looking at this big dripping herpes sore in his mouth. I'm like, what kind of broads is this with? Even then, I said, this must be dirty broads. I said, this must be dirty chicks. Go look at Hidden Colors 2. Take a good look. That ain't Photoshop. Go look at the movie. That's why I'm telling you to go look at the movie. You can see what I had to go to my editor. It cost me a couple of extra $1,000 to do some computer generation to kind of, in color correction, to shade the herpes bump off this.
Yeah, and that's tedious work too. I really enjoy video editing, and I know what he's talking about. It's more like it's more like color correction so that the bump itself it's not as pronounced. And there's things that you can do. Is the challenge really is as Umar moves, you're going to have to actually track that. There's ways of doing that though. You're going to have to track that in the software so that the color correction maintains itself on the SOAR, if you will. I hate talking about this, by the way, but I know exactly what Tariq Nasheed means by this, and it's a lot of work. It really is. It's not like you just do it once and it's fixed. You got to go. In some cases, you got to go frame by frame. Yeah.
Mouth, because I couldn't have a on the big screen in my movie with a big dripping herpes sore on his mouth.
Yeah, my goodness.
So I had to put extra money into shading that. Go look at Hidden Colors too. You'll see we made the mouth area a little darker. But you can see the big, we made the shots real quick so people couldn't focus on it. Now, man, no, someone said I could have CGI'd the herpes. I could have CGI'd the herpes out. Now, the best we could do is shave that.
Now, nowadays you could, well, it would be so expensive though, but you could take the video and have AI make color corrections, or even, I guess you can say CGI, if you will. You could potentially do that, but it would be expensive. Yeah, but that technology didn't exist back then when Hidden Colors, back in 2011.
Shade it. We had to shade it.
Yeah.
But this, I knew this was dirty broads then. I knew Umar was dirty broads then. So when the whole stripper thing came out, I said, oh, okay. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked. And I'm going to put that picture up on my Instagram. You little fat herpy mouth. And any of y'all women, because I've been around and I've seen women that this nigga done on the road, some of these old middle-aged single mothers who are promoters in certain cities. Y'all get your checked out. Tell them I said that. Ask them about that herpes sore in his mouth.
Yeah, and again, I have to say this. It's hard for me to laugh at this, the herpes part. I even hate to say it because I've never had any of those types of issues. It's just that I know more about Umar than Umar realizes, and he's had that for a lot longer than what most people realize. I wish I could say more, but I'm gonna leave it right there. And see, the thing is, Umar, he kisses women. He's what I call sneak kisses. I have evidence of this. I've already shown it. Like I've been archiving this too. And it's older women. It'd be younger women. At one time, he did it to a college age student, young lady. And he gets up behind them, and they take a picture, and then he kisses them real quick. He did it with Suki Hana. He did it with this sex worker over there in Ghana. So Umar's had this issue for decades without saying too much. And yet he will sneak kiss these women. And listen, I don't know how that's transmitted or whatever it is. I don't even know if that's exactly what it is. If it's a, it could be something else going on. I have no idea. But I'm saying that if you have that issue, why would you, I don't know, is it transferable that way? You kiss someone on the cheek, someone else kisses you on the cheek, and then whatever that is gets into that other person. I don't know, but just the fact that it's an issue, it shows that Umar has a lack of care for other people, because if he cared about other people, he wouldn't even be trying to kiss these women on the cheek or anywhere else for that matter. Let's keep going.
He's live now. Ask that, did he get something done about them herpes on his mouth? Ask this, get something done about the herpes sores on his mouth. As a matter of fact, let me put this on Instagram. You dig? So y'all kissing that nigga out there in the streets, y'all kind of want to be careful with that.
See? I'll play it one more time. Yeah, he has a long history this behavior. It's a form of grooming though too, because he's really just testing the waters to see how these women react. They don't ask for it. It's intrusive, it's invasive, but he wants to see how they respond. And if they respond in kind, or let's say if they respond in a way that would indicate that they have some sort of sexual interest in Umar, then he knows that he can target them further. There's a sex worker over there in Africa. See that? Yeah, and he'll even tell the women to get right here or get in front of me, but this is strategic. He's predatory in this way. He's done this. He's probably done this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times over the years to women around the world. It could be thousands of times at this point. But if you got that going on with your lip, and who knows whatever else, you shouldn't be doing this. Or tell them that you got that going on before you do it, so at least they can, informed consent. I don't remember this one right here. Let me see something.
Yay! Oh my God!
Yeah, this one's from 2023. She got all her stuff out too, doesn't she? See him? Well, at least that time he kissed her on her hair instead of her cheek. Here, watch. There you go. See? Some more. Let me just pull up a couple more to show you guys. Yeah, I got one when he's in the gym and he does it, but I'll have to skip through the fine. This one right here is horrible because these are young people at a college. Let me see. Here we go right here. See that? And he this, I don't think we ever covered this. James, yeah, because James was the one that told me about this. I don't think we ever covered. I have it someplace. I would have to go and find it. But he in this speech at this college, or as a college, I think, or university, he's grooming these young ladies because he's talking sex talk.
Check your cookie jar. Check your cookie jar. Do not let anybody manipulate your innocence and your privacy into an opportunity that you will later regret. You are so much more.
Okay, this is all grooming, okay? Because that's what he wants to get with the. It don't matter to him. He'll get with anybody. He impregnated a young lady who was in her early 20s when he was in his early 40s.
And what is between your legs?
Okay. Why would you be talking like this in the first place at a college? It makes no sense. So he's dressed professionally, but he's talking like a nasty freak. What's between your legs? What are you talking about?
And that not only goes for white supremacy, it goes for the thirsty brothers in this room right now.
Okay. That's Umar projecting because he's a thirsty brother. That's why he's talking like this. He's trying to groom them.
Forever snow bunnies.
See that?
For the thirsty brothers in this room right now. Forever snow bunnies.
Damn, that's crazy.
It goes for white supremacy. It goes for the thirsty brothers in this room right now. Forever.
She's young. She's young. But look at this. And he always does this. He tells them to stand in front of him to take a picture or the video. And he gets up behind these women, in this case, a young lady. And this is his grooming process. He's a pervert.
Your wife needs to look like your mother.
There he go. Here you go. D Nice, what's up, D Nice? I ain't seen you in a while. It says scattered, smothered, and covered today. What in the world? Scattered, smothered, and covered. Okay, what's up, D Nice? I ain't seen you in a minute. I hope you've been doing all right. Good to see you. Thank you for the super. Everyone else, thanks for all the super chats. Sharif says he can't mess with Tariq and roast in this. Yeah, he can't. It's not even close. Yeah, Umar, he doesn't know how to play the dozens, and he's the kind of when he was young, he's the one that people would go in on, and he just couldn't handle it. He would just shy away and walk away. I was good at it. I used to make people cry. I feel bad about it even to this day, but I would make people cry. You know, and it starts off fun and games, but I'll just keep going, and you know, and at a certain point, you know, but I don't do it now except to Umar sometimes. But other than that, I don't do that. Okay, thanks, Reed. Okay, we're gonna wind this down now because we're almost at the end here. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, make sure you hit that like button. Our goal is 500 likes, and I just want to check to see where we're at. I'll close out this poll as well. The poll question is Umar Johnson a criminal? 90% said yes, 10% said no. Thanks to everyone who voted on that. And we need 30 more likes to get to 500. Okay, so let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, we still got over 1,000 people in the chat room. Shout out to Cook Fresh Chat, everybody. Cook Fresh Chat, appreciate y'all. If you haven't hit that like button, you're enjoying the show, just hit it real quick. It's only going to take you about 2 seconds, but it makes a huge difference. Thank you so much. Black Wolf says, Lenon, you're right on with this F and herp. Now listen, I don't even know if that's what it is. I even hate saying it. I shouldn't be like that because I'm grown, but I don't even know if that's what it is. But I do know this, and I think you know this too. Umar's had this for a very, very, very long time. And the fact that he has it and it's visible, who knows what else may be going on, if you guys catch my drift. And he's out here running through these women with reckless abandon. And then even the sneak kissing, that's just not right. You shouldn't do that to a woman in the first place. That's like overstepping boundaries, but that's what perverts do. They're always trying to overstep boundaries. They're always trying to push boundaries to see how far they can get. The ultimate boundary is to get in them skins. That's real talk. But if you got that going on, you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. Okay. Anyway, I don't know exactly what it is, Black Wolf, but listen, he's had it for a very long time. And I have videos where it's swelling up, and there's this one, but I can't remember what the video it is. If I did, I would pull it up and show it to you guys. But it's not just where Tariq shows it. There's something else was going on, like at the top of his lip, and it was like this big old, I don't know what it was, like some kind of a growth or something, and it was like bubbling up, sticking out. Anyway. Whatever he got going on, he need to keep it to himself. That's all I'm saying. Thanks, Black Wolf. A lady says, Bumpy the don't do that. That make me want to put up the thing that who sent me that one? That was Kogo. Shout out to Kogo. Is Kogo here? I haven't seen him in a while. I hope Kogo's here. Let me see if I can find that one. I know I'm being petty here, but let me see if I can find that one. No, it's not coming up. Yeah, I found I have the Walrus, because Tariq came up with this character called the Herpy the woke Horus. Walrus. I'm not gonna play that though, but I do have it. Yeah, I'm not finding it in here. I would have played it for you guys. Let me just check right here, right quick. What is this? Yeah, okay, that's something else. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not coming up. Yeah, we're almost done. We probably got about 10 more minutes here. I just want to see if here we go right here. Shout out to Kogo. On top of that, Umar got the bumpity. On top of that, Umar got the bumpity bump. Bumpty bump, bumpty bump, bumpty bump, 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 bumpty bump, bumpty bump, bumpty bump, bump, bumpty bump, 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 bumpty bump. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Anyway, shout out to Coco. And then User225 says 225 is immune to the Umorpies. All right. Whatever. Thanks, a lady. Thanks, User225, but thanks, Black Wolf, Sharif, everybody else, D-Nice. Good to see D-Nice. I ain't seen D-Nice in a minute. D-Nice goes back away. Okay, let's finish this up. We're at the end. Here we go.
You dig? Hold on 1 second. Y'all don't know the kind of this little dirty little man.
Afro Funk says, leave Jamaica out of it. Yeah, I hear you. Larry says hey, so most over 50% of Americans carry the virus for VSV1. So I can't even be mad at Umar Johnson. It is transmitted skin to skin. Okay, if that's the case, and if that's what he has, he shouldn't be sneak kissing no women. And if he's going to kiss anybody, he should let them know. In my opinion, I just think it's the right thing to do. But what he does, he specifically targets women. It's a form of grooming because he wants to see how far he can take it. And if they respond in a particular way, and he's been at this for decades now, if they respond in a particular way, he's like a predator. In his mind, right away, he knows what's the next step. And then he'll push the envelope a little bit more. You push the envelope a little more. I call it the sexual envelope. I have a video where I break down, it's in a documentary, Umar's For Sisters Only seminar. And that whole thing, it's deep. The whole thing is really about grooming the women step by step. He starts with just little things that he says that are of a sexual nature. Then he builds it over time. And then he's saying things like, if me and you, if you and I, what are you talking about? Okay, so it's all a form of grooming with this guy. The point I want to make is that he's been at this a very long time. And if he does have this going on and it's flaring up like that, and it can be passed on skin to skin, that he shouldn't be sneak kissing nobody. He should be, and if you're going to kiss somebody, you need to let them know in advance so they can have an informed consent. Thank you, Larry. And again, I don't know exactly what he has. I don't know. Okay, but he's had it for a very long time. Thank you, Larry. Okay, let's wind this down, everybody. Thank you guys again. And thanks for all the super chats, everybody. Here we go.
This is a dirty little. That's all. He's a dirty. You dig? Sound like this on the narcotic, man. If your dad is on you, chicks you on you, everybody on you. There's something to it, man. They're gonna revoke this license. There's something to this, man. And I'm gonna put this up on the gram in a minute, and I'm pretty much done, man. I got to go in here with my wife. It's my wife's birthday. You did.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
But that's the long and short of it, man. Leave that alone. Hey, I done said what the I had to say. I got your name in my mouth, Umar. Umar, instead of talking that tough rah-rah shit you're not gonna do, if you got a problem with me, that you Countess Von shape, come see me. Stop tweeting with the
I don't even know who that is. Countess Von, he said?
Twitter fingers and the Instagram hands. If you got a problem, just come do something. Don't make no idle threats. I'm in the same place every day. Come see me, my I'm with. I don't want to hear none of your back and forth about you being the best, and I got imaginary goons, and I'll go catch you, and I'll rub my herpes lip on you.
Oh, no.
I wonder if it's the herpes medicine that got that sniffling. Is it the Valtrex that got this in the game? I will kick that in his damn face.
That's too far.
Anyway, y'all, that's been the special edition of the Umar Johnson takedown of not even a takedown. He's already fallen off. He's already fallen off.
Yeah, Tariq is mad. You can tell Tariq is upset. He's mad. See, I think part of it is he feels betrayed by Umar. He put Umar on, and he's not the only one. In all fairness, he's not the only one who put Umar on. Sonetta put him on too.
Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here, man. HiddenColorsFilm.com. Again, go look at Hidden Colors 2. Go look at Hidden Colors 2. Go look at Hidden Colors 2 and look at this mouth. And I had to shade that mouth so his big herpes sore wouldn't be on the screen. This is how I tried to look out for this. That's how I tried to look out for this. I can't have this herpes sore on the screen, and that's gonna make him look bad. I done too much trying to help this man.
Yeah, he feels betrayed. Yeah.
If you, Umar, you ain't gonna do shit. See me. See me.
All right, there you have it. This is a classic roast. It went viral. Everyone was talking about it, and Umar never recovered from it. Now, tomorrow, what we're going to do, there's two videos. There's the video where Tariq actually has a younger lady on, and she was I think a promoter or someone who's scheduled to have Umar come to speak, and she tells the story about how Umar was trying to have sex with her. Okay. We'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll do the next video where Umar responds to Tariq's roast, but then he also responds to the video where this young lady tells the business. Here's the video right here.
Okay, so let's see if this connection is a little better.
So yes, but yeah, he eventually got the point. Before I got there, he's like, all my intentions are good, queen, or so yes. But yeah, the whole night. It got to a point where I was just
oh, damn. What happened?
He tried to sleep with me the whole night. It got to a point where I was just tired.
Oh my God. That poor lady. Anyway, we'll get into that tomorrow, and then we'll do Umar Johnson's response. And then there's another video that I found where Tariq does a response to Umar's response, and it's a longer video. So we may stretch this out through Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll go back to like what we were doing with, actually, I got some other stuff for you guys. I forgot. Yeah, we got to work that in too. We'll figure it out. But tomorrow for sure, we'll finish up. We'll start with this, and then we'll get to Umar Johnson's follow-up video. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you haven't hit that like button and you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that. Oh, we reached the goal. So thank you so much. We got the 521 likes. Thank you guys so much. Also, I want to thank the mods for handling business. I appreciate each and every one of you. Also, shout out to everyone inside the Cookie Crush chat, and to everyone who sent in super chats or super stickers. Imagine the bumps we don't. Yeah, well, listen, I don't even want to go there. I do not want to go there. I try to stay off that topic, and the reason why is because my research shows that he's had that issue for a very, very, very long time. Okay. Yeah, it's actually sad, but we're gonna leave it right there. Thank you. Thanks, HB. For the kind words, and a lady. We'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. And if you sent the super chats or super stickers, thank you. Always got to say thank you, because you got to stay humble, and you got to always have the spirit of appreciation. It's so very important, because it's easy to get caught up in these internet streets. The nature of the internet, people get caught up and their egos get out of control. And I've tried my best to stay humble, and I will continue to do that. So thank you guys so much humbly for being here, for taking the time to hang out, and for supporting the channel. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, and as we always do,
if you misbehave, you got to come to the timeout room, and you're going to get paddled. My beautiful African queens, my butter almond and butter pecan, my caramel, my guave, my chocolate fudge, my African buttercream, my pina colada, my caramel,
you
my
welcome,
cinnamon, my nutmeg queen.
Thanks, Afro Punch.
If you misbehave, you got to come and get 3 strokes. Oh, yes.
James,
with the RBG.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, it was. WWW. Shout out to Black Morrow. That's y'all's principal. Scammer Visions, Bando Records. I did the video editing. Let's go. Yeah, see you, Black Morrow.
Every time I turn around, there's another paint day going down. Another speech, another grand plan.
You welcome, Renee. As always.
Talking real big.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Miranda. Get some rest.
Got an answer for it.
Thanks, Captain Will. Thank you, Deborah.
Everybody looking to see how this story ends, wondering if the school ever opening.
Yeah.
One day it's this, next day it's that. Everybody laughing in the Cookie Crush chat. Is this the man that claims to be the boss? Every conversation turns into a cookie-free
Don't
talk.
do that.
The mow keeps growing. The grass need mowing. FDMG keeps rolling on.
Thank you, Key Logger. Thanks for tuning in to Shop 3.
The one who's paddling your mom. That Charles Principal. Every week another big review.
Yeah, I have it. I'm not gonna play it though. Shout out to Black Mario. Hey, Latoya, say hello.
The one with the speech for every occasion. That Charles
Thank Miss T. Jones. Thanks for modding too. I appreciate it.
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, peace, James. Courtney. Sonia. Freedom. Thanks, Ninja. Thanks for your kind words. It's encouraging. I appreciate it.
A different explanation every single day.
Oh, you're welcome in the booth.
And a park is all he needs when he should be applying for jobs on Indeed. The chat starts
kilo.
coming, the memes start flying. He starts screaming and you know he's lying. Scrubbing
Elevate.
toilets, painting mold.
Good night, sir.
Every year this story's getting old. Losing donors day by day.
What's up, information man? Double salute.
The mold keeps growing. The grass need mowing. FDMG keeps rolling on. That's y'all's principle.
You welcome, Natural. Living lifestyle.
The one who's paddling
Tay,
your
thank you, sir.
That's y'all's principle. Every week another big reveal. Every donation is money he steals. Oh,
yeah, see you tomorrow,
that's
time.
y'all's principle.
Yeah, it ain't opening. We know that.
Everybody singing while the groove rolls on.
Thanks, Francisca. Thanks for modding. What's up, yellow man? Hope you're doing all right. Hope you can tune in tomorrow. Fall good. Yeah.
Now
Hey, I'm
somebody
Emerald.
ask one question.
Latoya,
Someone gets a
elevate me.
30-minute lesson. Somebody tell me, is this your guy?
Oreo care.
14
Don't
years
tell
of
Umar
running
that.
with this life. Cookie Crush chat, break it down.
Yeah.
Is that him? Is that him? That's him.
Hey, Didi Vena. Keep us updated, please, okay? Congrats, too. In advance.
Is that another speed? That's him. That's him. Is that another explanation?
The most contested squalor.
Well, all right,
Wow.
then, y'all's principle.
You welcome, phony macaroni.
Everybody knows my name.
Hey, Alfredo. Thanks for tuning in.
He keeps rolling on.
Yeah, I know. We be going crazy when I be on vacation. That's real, for real. Thanks, Tiffany. Hey, Amina. Thanks for tuning in. What up? Yeah, good night, Candy. This chat room was on fire tonight. Hard to keep up. Thanks, Wanda. Pookie Beverly. I ain't heard that one. Pookie Beverly and Maze. Thanks, Patriot. Hey, yeah. Oh, I love you, boo. So Umar said, went back to school today and had carpal tunnel surgery, but had to be. Oh, okay. I hope you have a quick recovery on that. Yeah, that could be tough. Yeah, take it easy. Easy. Okay, thank you guys, everyone, for tuning on in. I appreciate all y'all again. Thanks everyone who sent in super chats or super stickers or anything else. I appreciate the support and gratitude. Okay, gotta stay humble and have the spirit of appreciation. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.